Live. I'm Slim Dead Ledger on everyone's favorite silly, cynical asshole. Wednesday was my birthday, and I'm here to celebrate with some of the only people who'll talk to me on Twitter.
Shut the fuck up. Everybody loves Slim.
Yeah, I'm here to talk. We're here just talking, chilling out. Very chill stream. We might have Hatchet, and Salem popping in eventually, but right now we have Wayward, Megatron, Smugside, Gumby, and Bags. And Gumby, this is your first time on the channel, so congratulations. It should be a ton of fun.
Yeah, I was actually not expecting at all to be on this, and you just sent me the link. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Glad I did. You're awesome, dude.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Humble love. Love is in the air tonight, boys.
No homo.
Hey,
All right. Hatchet said he'll be here in like 5 minutes.
Cool. I am probably going to have to leave probably earlier than the stream ends because I have a Saturday night D&D at 10.
Oh, that's what we usually end, so it's great.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm actually finally using the character that I had Kraken draw for me. So I'm very happy about that. I've actually I made the character like 2 years ago when I was in college, and then the girl that was supposed to be in my DM had an anxiety attack because my character, his backstory didn't fit with the raw, and I'm like, okay,
huh?
And so I just kind of left. I'm like,
I was like, and then my boy will go somewhere else.
Right, and then I ended up moving in with her, and it was really awkward. Actually, no, I moved into the room, the room connected to what mine was, and she was that roommate's girlfriend, and she never slept in her own room.
So it was just an empty space across from you, just empty room.
No, it was so the way my college was, it had or at least the new dorms, which is what I was in. It had the rooms were connected to one other room, so it was and they were shared by a bathroom. So there was 4 people to one bathroom instead of an entire floor to one bathroom. So it was a pretty good deal. But after my roommate, he got one of his scholarships taken away because they had neglected to tell him that he couldn't take the scholarship out of state.
What?
He was from Wyoming, and the college was in South Dakota, and they didn't tell him until halfway through the semester. It's oh yeah, that scholarship only applies if you go to college in Wyoming. He's like, what the fuck?
Dang.
So he had to leave. So I ended up moving into the connecting room and staying with that dude. And yeah, so his girlfriend, she just stopped staying in her own room and just slept in bed with him. And see, that's kind of understandable. I'm okay with that. I didn't like her or him very much.
As long as I get to see them less, then I'm okay.
Oh, I would have paid money to see them less than I did. It was another fun thing. They didn't know to lock doors.
Oh no.
Oh Lord.
So yeah, it was not fun. It was really awkward because sometimes her roommate would just crash on her floor.
Oh no! Oh no!
And I would get up really early for class, and I would have to step over her, and I'm
like, a whole human being on the floor.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Monday afternoon.
And the thing is,
morning.
Out of all 3 of them, her roommate was the coolest.
Okay, so I figured it out.
What's up?
Turns out it's BS. I can only get 6 people on here.
Oh no.
Well, don't worry, I'm not going to be on here that much long because I'm on a time crunch with me and my apartment, so.
Okay.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Well,
who was that talking right there?
Megatron.
Aha! That's unfortunate, Megatron.
Trying to remember these voices.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. I am terrible with it.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm bad with the 2.
Okay, that was Wayward?
Yeah, it was.
Yay!
Good job. Gold star.
I'm
Yes,
learning. Would it
just
help
stared at
if
the
I
screen
like
anyway.
decided to go full voice actor and just be a character instead?
I mean, if that helps.
I don't know.
Everyone just be a
Right.
character.
Like, didn't you like commission me to make you like a demonic loaf of bread or something at one point?
A demonic
Whitaker-
loaf
Like
of
it's
bread.
Whitaker Whitebread. He was just an ordinary loaf of bread when a wizard grad student decided to make an experiment to see if he could bring the bread to life, and he did. So it was a dragonborn wizard apprentice who just brought this fucking loaf of bread to life and was like, well, did that, now I'm just gonna toss it out and not take responsibility for it. And so he was living on his own for about 2 years, and he started traveling with a panda named Taika, and then currently he is living in this inn that is kind of like a middle ground between the Fae world and the human world, and he's kind of helping relations with that, and he's also banging the chef.
So much juicy lore
Sick.
here.
Right?
So hold on,
Yeah.
this bird is out here also getting tail? Goddamn.
Yeah, right.
What
Yeah,
a
he doesn't
legend.
even have a penis, and somehow he's
What a fucking legend.
Bye.
hey, Burning Exeter. Hey, Ryan, what's up? These guys are great. Guys popping in the stream.
What's up,
Um,
people?
What's up?
Yeah, this is real chill stream tonight. Speaking
This
of
vibe.
cop,
All vibes.
it's real funny because I remember in college we I only went to college for like 6 months. I only did one semester there. And
Okay.
the funniest thing, the greatest thing about going to an art school and like you're like the only artist in an entire hall full of jocks.
Oh God.
And so when we went there, I was literally like the only artist in like the entire complex. So it was always loud crashing and shit. And dudes were fucking crazy. Fuck, there was this one time this dude, country ass motherfucker. He was like he had the conservative flag on his socks. That's how conservative is.
Wait,
that's how,
the
Conservative flag?
conservative flag.
the,
Yep,
the,
mean
con-
Confederate?
the Confederate
The
flag.
Confederate
Confederate flag on his fucking socks.
I did not
And I
catch
was
that
ex-
either.
and I
do
was
that? Can we make conservative and liberal flags and just go to war?
Yeah, we're about to.
Let's
It's
do
a
it.
We're about to, but we don't talk politics on here.
That's
Okay,
fair.
no-
Yeah.
Well,
war colors.
yeah, he made a Confederate. Yeah, he was so country, he had Confederate flags on his socks. So I thought he was gonna be trouble when I first moved in. Turned out to be the coolest guy. There, he was pretty cool. This dude once just showed up to the fucking thing, completely hammered, out of his fucking mind. Like he was bashing into walls and shit.
That's that
And we
white boy
had-
racist.
Yeah, he just fucking crashed into walls. He was drunk off his fucking ass, and I had to help him back to his fucking door. I was like, "Are you guys gonna help this dude?"
Boy,
Because
doesn't
he
that
looked
look
like
weird?
he about to.
he just that one black kid helping the guy with Confederate socks on. It's like,
Seems like the
Well,
plot
yeah,
of a sitcom.
I swear to God, I had to help him get to his room. I'm like, man, y'all better help me with this dude. Come on, y'all can't leave him out here. He gonna hurt himself. So I
He was
get in
way
his
too drunk.
room, and he's like, and I'm like waiting for his
Drunkenly committing
roommate,
hate crimes.
and he's like, and he just keeps leaving, and I'm like a babysitter, and I'm like, man, come
Oh,
on,
man.
get in your fucking room, lay down.
It's like herding a redneck cat.
he wasn't
Yeah,
going
it's just
on an adventure.
he wouldn't listen. So like I had to literally like trick him into going in his room like a fucking dog.
Come here, boy. You want some peanut butter?
What's tobacco, buddy? What's chewing tobacco, buddy?
Here's the
John Deere hoodie. Yeah, here we go. Here you go. You know you like that.
Here's some Bud Light.
Come in here.
But
Oh,
man,
man.
college was so awesome, man. I loved every minute of it.
I
Yeah, I
liked the
completely skipped
social
college.
aspect of it, but fuck, I just did not do well with the classes. I failed so many classes my first year.
Damn.
Like, I failed so many that I was like, all right. My family just kind of had a meeting. And we're like, yeah, you gotta come home, man. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
It happens.
So
Yeah.
I come home and I go to community college for like my second year, and I get my associates. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, you went to a SUNY at first. Okay.
I actually passed on my classes. It was more of a financial thing. My financial stuff fell through, so I couldn't get my FAFSA fucked up, so I could only do one semester.
shit.
Damn.
Now I'm like 5,000 in debt right now.
Ooh.
Damn.
It's now 5,000 isn't that bad.
No, it's really
not
not.
relatively not.
No,
That's true.
but
Yeah,
like
you can
it's
clean
been
that up.
Everybody
it's been
commission him fast.
Fast.
but it's been like 3 years, and they keep calling me. I'm like, I can't get a job right now. I don't have decent income. Please stop calling me. Like, you're expecting me to pay it all. Like, yeah, you're gonna pay our money back. I'm like, yeah, I know it's been 3 years, but like, you got people who probably owe you like 40,000, and you're still bitching at me for like 5,000.
That's why you just
Yeah.
ignore them. Just ignore them. They can't do shit. They can't do anything in real life. What are you gonna do? Close their
Yeah,
house?
I'm like,
They have no real
yeah,
power.
man, what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
They just take they just come into your house and just take your memories of college away.
Right. Just they just come in, break into your room. No more college for you, boy.
That sounds like a not Rick and Morty. The other one, Regular Show. Sounds like
Regular show. That sounds like something that that does sound like some regular show shenanigans.
Regular show was the shit, man.
Regular show was great.
I never finished it.
It was during that time where I didn't spend a whole lot of time watching cable, so my entire life, and I didn't really keep up with anything a whole. Like, the one show I kept up with, every week, new episode. Me and my sister woke up on Saturday morning and watched that, and that was Symbionic Titan.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And they canceled that shit, and
I
I was
understand.
an angry 10-year-old.
That was
It was
when I
because
stopped at cable.
it was because of a toy deal.
Man.
A toy
Of
deal
course it
fell
was.
through, and they couldn't do anything about it, and they wrote it off as a tax thing. So, I mean, the show's on Netflix now.
Yeah.
I know,
It's
but
awesome.
what's the point when they ended on a cliffhanger the way they
Big
did?
cliffhanger. Oh, Octus came back, and you're like, yay! And then
I
it's
feel like
like,
that's most of my favorite shows has like a cliffhanger ending because I don't consider Gargoyles, for example, to have like an actual ending because that third season doesn't count.
Gargoyles. That like, seriously, basically making like a Gargoyles KKK. Who thought that was a good idea?
No, that was actually like his idea, but it's just the rest of it. Like the first episode was kind of like half his idea, but the rest of it was just kind of, the way the plot unfolded. I remember even as a kid, like the one I watched as a kid, I was like, oh, I'm kind of falling out of this now. And then I went back to it, I was like, oh yeah, I see why I stopped watching it.
It's
Yeah,
always
it's
sad
just-
when something you love starts losing quality.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
very immediate because they
Rooster Teeth. Sorry.
I actually never liked
Uh,
it before.
I never messed with Rooster Teeth at all. I just never was appealed to it.
The
I was like,
only
oh, hi, Ruby. And I just moved on with my life.
the only things I liked from Rooster Teeth was when James Ruff was still with them, but he eventually like moved on to Cinemassacre.
That was a long
and-
time ago.
He was still with
because
them?
because
didn't
I-
know he was with
because
them
I-
at one point.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, like they were like he was like a subdivision of Rooster Teeth for a while. Then he went off to Cinemassacre,
Oh, wow.
and Yeah, I actually still like James Rolfe actually.
I mean,
James
I,
Rolfe is
like,
cool.
I mean,
so
he's.
cool.
I
Yeah, he
I
hasn't
never
been-
actually really got into his old angry video game nerd videos. Like, I mean, I watched a lot of them, but they were never my favorite thing to watch. But I have the utmost respect for the dude because
Yeah,
he
Oh, yeah.
never really sold out. He never became something he wasn't.
Wasn't.
He never like pushed any political stance. He made his content and he left it at that, and he had a good time doing well.
He
You know,
certainly
he had
got
a,
it
he had an
Yeah.
angry time doing it.
Like he's
Yeah,
like
angry
what
time, yeah.
the thing is like I see like his more recent videos where he's like trying to be more serious, and you can tell like he's so passionate about it that
he's more.
they're
confident.
still really good videos. I saw one video where he's talking about like the history of Dracula, and he talks about how much he loved Bob Ross, and they're actually really good videos. And it's
Yeah.
just him talking about it. I'm like, yeah, this dude seems like really like he's really cool, like a really cool dude. And the other thing that I used to like from Rooster Teeth was Death Battle before they took over everything.
Well,
Nah,
Death Battle was that was Screw Attack before they joined together with Rooster Teeth. And I used to be a
Was it
huge
before?
Death Battle fan. I haven't actually watched Death Battle in several months.
The new ones suck.
I
They're
stopped
so
following Death
bad.
Battle. I used to like them like years ago, but like the first year and a half, and then I immediately started like disliking them when I started seeing just a bunch of nonsense in these fights. I was like, all right, there's bias,
Like-
there's
Well,
shenanigans.
it's not even just that. I just think their videos are so like bogged down with bullshit now. They're like they're all like they have those like flash videos of the characters now, and they're like really they're not that great. And it's like oh guys, your jokes aren't funny. Just get
Oh, no,
to
the
the
jokes are
actual
not
thing.
funny. It's
They
kinda-
never
I'm always
been. They never
amused by
been.
it, and I honestly I don't take it as gospel. I just watch it and I allow myself to be
Yeah.
amused,
I-
and
Oh,
I
yeah.
literally
that's
always
that's
skip
the
to
end
the
of
fight.
it.
I just skip to the fight, skip to the explanation of who won, and then I'm done. I'm like, all right.
The worst
what-
death death battle that made me like say, no, you guys just bullshitting me. The worst death battle ever conceived was Gara versus Toph.
Who won that one again? I don't remember that one.
It was
Toph
Toph, right? Yeah.
Top
Toph.
one? What?
Toph won. I'm
Somehow
like, yeah,
Toph
that's
won against
How?
they said it's because Toph can control all types of earth, but Gara can only control sand. And I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
That
do you know
makes
how fast
no
Gara could move that sand without even moving? Like,
Like, I
Like,
just
it
want to
didn't
point
make-
out, like, I don't even watch Naruto. I know very little about it. I know Gara would wipe the floor with Toph. I love Toph. Toph is great. She
Yeah.
would die.
yeah,
she
like
would've died.
it's not even like here's the thing. They even like even if you take into account like the whole like oh well Toph has super sonar. Literally in Gara's first fight in the series, it stated his sand can move faster than the speed of sound, meaning that Toph literally, even if Toph used her ability,
Can't hear it because
you can't hear if it's faster than the speed of sound. Like, how
Oh,
do you
man.
fuck that up? Just
and some fights too where it's just like some of the battles where I'm just like, damn, I already know the outcome before it happens. Like He-Man versus Lion-O. And I was like, damn, I know.
Oh, yeah,
I know Lion-O. Why are you doing this to Lion-O? I was like, why are you doing this to Lion-O?
yeah. You have to like absolutely know nothing about the character to not know. Like that one time they did Flash versus Quicksilver. I'm like, you serious? Are you
Yo,
real?
this-
Flash,
they-
the
that
incarnation
fight-
of speed itself. Quicksilver, a regular guy that just has a genetic mutation that makes him faster.
Yeah,
That's
a regular base speedster, not some speed. Like it's just like when they did She-Ra versus Wonder Woman, I was like, well, I'm pretty sure Wonder Woman got this. That's a lot of years of comics you guys are gonna pick from compared to one show.
Yeah.
yeah, like that's
My whole
yeah,
thing
like,
is
it's
like
another
if
that's
they're gonna
another
put
thing.
a
They don't
DC hero against anybody,
That's
it's,
why I hate seeing the DC
you know,
heroes. I'm like,
9
don't-
times out of 10 the DC hero is gonna win. Just
yeah,
because
because like
DC
you
is
you
all the
broken.
feats, composite feats. That's cheating.
yeah, like you can't say we're gonna go over every incarnation of the comics.
Because like a lot of the stuff is no longer canon.
Yeah. And they really just they will dig even back to the freaking Silver Age. I'm like, yo, you can't do that. That's just not fair to the other cats.
Like, if you're
Yeah,
gonna do
like-
that, then at least like keep it only Silver Age stuff. Like,
I mean,
pick an era and then do that version.
it's
of the
also
character.
like when they do Final Fantasy characters, how they would nerf the hell out of all
Oh,
of them.
that one annoyed me actually. I usually don't care that
Tifa
much,
and
but
Cloud got like nerfed hard
yeah,
in both
like
their battles.
Who was
And I
it?
Tifa fought Yang from Ruby.
Oh God, yeah.
I remember that one. I was
Didn't
like,
Yang
bruh.
win?
She only won because the new season was right around the corner. I
That
don't care
and
what tells
like
me.
Yeah.
Rooster Teeth was in the process of like buying Screw Attack.
Yeah, like that was pure promotion, and I was like, you guys are hacks. How could you?
It's
the one
bullshit.
that always made me mad was the Link versus Cloud one,
Link
where I'm
versus
like,
Cloud, right?
and like Link's
No,
like, they're
Link
like, look,
does not
here's
win.
the, like, yeah, but
Yo,
they're just like, it's like
here's
they're
all
making up
Link's
bullshit where
items.
it was like, it's like, here's the Goron bracelet, we can use this to swing his sword. I'm like, that doesn't work like that in the game. He literally picks up rocks. That's it.
Usually the picks up rocks, yes.
And like, I mean, that I don't necessarily mind because logically, I feel like he should be able to. It's just game
No,
mechanics.
okay, logically,
no.
yes, but the bracelets is like Link should have, well, a little
Like-
bit of super strength. But my thing with the fight is like they gave Cloud nothing. They just
Oh
said,
yeah,
here he
they get
is,
like lightning.
here's the sword, that's it.
Like, and they
here's
were
Link's
inconsistent
everything.
with the logic that they applied. Like with Link, they were like, yeah, okay, we're going to use logic to figure out what he could do, even ignoring the game mechanics. But with Cloud, they pretty much limited him to the game mechanics.
Limited straight, just hey, he has a sword, that's it. Omni Slash, all that other stuff, his speeds, don't matter, none of it matters. He has sword. Link, have fun. Bully him. Just like, come on, this is not right. You can't do this.
At the very least, though, I mean, the fights are always entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, back to the Rooster Teeth thing. I never really got into their stuff. Like I never liked Ruby. I never liked.
I liked Ruby
River
like
Spl-
the first 4 seasons, and then
I just
after
never
that,
liked
it
it.
just
Yeah, I never got into
But-
it. So.
but I will say I liked their new one, Camp. I actually like that one.
Ooh, actually,
I
that's
haven't
cool. I do
watched
like
that.
show, actually. That show,
And-
at first, I thought my friend was watching it. He was recommending it. I was like, damn, this looks kind of annoying. Not gonna lie. Then I watched it. And I was like, oh, this ain't so bad, actually.
Yeah, it's it kind of starts from a place where the character is like the worst thing ever, and
Lord, assholes.
yeah, he's like a cynical asshole, and then like it's like a series about it. Like over the course of it, he's learning to be less cynical.
And you see his side of things. I was like, yeah, this is
oh yeah,
pretty
no,
good.
I've seen
Good
I've seen
adult entertainment.
Afterlife.
So I think it's pretty.
Uh,
I think it's pretty good. It's not like the best thing ever, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't watch a lot of web series any web series anymore. Really, it's just
I think that's the only one I currently. Are there any other? No, I don't think there's any other web series besides Can Camp. I look forward to. That's it. Oh wait, no, I'm lying. Is that was a Clown Top Burger? That's one.
Big Top Burger. You told me
Big
about
Top
that
Burger.
last
There
time.
we go.
okay.
There we go.
Who's being chased by the police right now?
Oh damn, y'all heard that? That's crazy. No one knows. Surprised.
You doing okay? You doing okay in New York? Bags? Everything
Man.
all right?
It's alright, but I don't know. This city's getting a little bit wild.
Getting
the homeless people they took over an entire like 5-block radius.
Jeez.
Kind of pretty crazy. Not too far from me, but you know, as long as it's
Please
still
don't talk
over
about
there,
salad fingers. God.
I haven't
Oh,
heard that
Salad
name in a
Fingers.
long time.
Same.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Alec Guinness.
I've never seen it. I've always just heard of it.
I
seen that
watched-
creepy green guy, and I was like, "What the hell is this?"
One of my
It's in a-
friends from like high school recommended it to me and like made me watch it, and it was the most disturbing shit.
It's just it's something you gotta
Like-
watch when you're high. For
That
me,
makes
And I
anyway.
don't get high, so
You just have to suffer and
I
watch
just-
this
yeah.
green man with his green finger. I still don't know what the hell this is.
I have no clue you guys are talking about. I've never heard of this in my life.
Please,
I-
yeah, no, you're
It's-
you're lucky.
you-
my
you've been
brother.
spared.
It's
I
just,
never-
it's not that bad, but it is like a web series where just this weird motherfucker is just doing random shit.
Oh, speaking of disturbing web series, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
That's one I like actually.
heard that.
That's actually pretty good.
I love that.
I've seen
production of that
one.
to this day.
And I
It's like-
can't remember anything about it. All I know is that it was disturbing.
There
Well,
was
5
like
episodes, right? I think there's like 5 episodes.
It's supposed to get its
no,
own
it was like in the
series.
teens, I believe.
Yeah, I heard they're getting a TV series, and I was like, ooh, okay.
Hey, Megatron's back. Hello.
You back?
Hey.
Yeah, my phone was
Um,
closed there for a second.
Oh, okay.
you're good, buddy.
Yeah, like they had like there was a time where I was like really into it, and it was like be creative and running
yeah.
out of time.
That time was pretty good. I just like
That was fucked. That
I
one
just
was
like I
fucked
love
up.
puppetry. I just love puppetry in any form. You know, when it's well with a good story behind it and good, just entertaining puppetry. I just do. I love it. You give me a big puppet, small puppet. I love puppet stuff. You know, it's like so with all that going on and don't hug me, I'm scared. I really was drawn to all that stuff, and I was like, yeah, it's pretty nice. Weird, but
$50 favorite puppets are paperback puppets.
don't call me out like that.
Ooh,
love-
one fucked up web series that I absolutely love to this day is Llamas with Hats.
Oh,
Carl.
oh, frick! It's been so long since.
Llamas
I
with
think I
Hats
have heard
is
of it.
amazing, and I
Man,
love it.
I feel
And
you.
it ends on the darkest possible tone.
It does. It really does.
Like, it just gets worse and worse the entire time until he's just like a schizophrenic llama that causes the apocalypse and then kills himself because he's lonely. Oh my god.
It was so messed up. I was like, yo, I'll make this with like the bare minimum of effort and animation.
Right?
It's like, yo, it's like a plastic llamas just talking to each other. Oh no, wait, I'm thinking of the horse catcher. They were hand drawn, and the horse was like,
yeah, these are
3D.
okay, that's weird.
That one episode, I was like, what the hell?
Charlie the Unicorn?
Yes, yeah, there we go.
I never saw that. I've heard about it, but I've never seen it.
Just as weird, just as
Never
dumb.
heard of it.
ASDF movie from Tomska.
I remember that one. I mean, I don't remember.
That's still
I
going
remember
on.
watching it, but I don't remember it.
It's just a bunch of like short little clips that they make no sense, and they're like the greatest thing ever. And it honestly sums up my mind really, really well.
That's what I remember, the waffle a lot. And it was funny because I was showing my roommate buddy kind of spooky related. I was showing him like Goosebumps stuff.
Okay, yeah.
And I was telling him about when the hub was still around. That was good times. R.L. Stine had a different show called The Haunting Hour. And I was showing him this one episode where I was just like, this is the one time R.L. Stine just said, fuck them kids. Because, usually Goosebumps or those type of kid horror anthology series ends with a, whoa, wacky monster, or whoa, what is this? This one episode, there was no out. So that's made it dark. There was no out on like any other
Goosebumps was
thing.
like,
and it was
it
dark.
was the Twilight Zone for kids.
Twilight Zone for kids, and that's why I loved it. And this one episode is like people are in the town are disappearing, and the more people that disappear, the more scarecrows turn up, and you're like, oh no, I guess someone's turning people into scarecrows. And then like it's a brother and sister. So by the end of the show, the little sister gets caught. The brother gets home. There's no music or anything playing too. He just gets home. He's almost in tears. This man in black who's been following him around the whole time. He's just in his house. He tells him it's okay. You just gotta accept it. She's gone now. And I'm just watching this like as a kid. I was like, yo, this is getting too dark. And he's like, yo, he tells him to be quiet. And he's like, do you hear that? It's silence. Silence, not just here, but around the world. And he's like, it's the end of the world. I was like, wait, what? And he's like, it didn't go out with a bang. They didn't go out in a whimper. Pure silence. You ask Mancat, does he understand? And Mancat just says no. And he's like, you will, because you have eternity to understand. And then they both turned to scarecrows. And I was like, what the fuck? And it was the one episode that had an alternate ending because of how dark it was on their website. And I was like, well, what the hell?
Why? That just...
It was just dark and morbid.
No.
I was like, hey, Goosebumps is about, it's not about psychological horror. What the
Yeah,
fuck
don't
is
do this to me. Was this Black Mirror?
It felt like a Black Mirror episode. It felt like something straight out of Twilight Zone itself.
I've only ever actually watched one episode of Black Mirror, and that's the very first one with the pig.
Oh, that's the worst one though.
Man,
I figured it was, and it kind of turned me off to the rest of the series. And I'm
Oh,
like,
you
you know,
watched the worst one.
I'll watch the rest of it again eventually. I just,
Of all the
you
episodes
know.
to watch, you just had to watch the one where a man fucks a pig.
No, well, it's like the
What?
first one. You know, it's
What? Oh,
you know that
oh.
happened. Or they like the later like turned out to be like something that actually happened. Like one of the like prime, like one of the prime minister, but like one of the persons like parliament got outed as like fucking a pig's mouth.
It wasn't even that. It was like they kidnapped a princess, and they're like the leader of the parliament has to fuck the pig, and then we'll give her
and
back.
record it,
And by the time
and it
they
like
made
it
all
had
the
to be a
effort to get it
live
back.
broadcast.
Yeah, they had to get it back, but it was like they're running out of time. They thought they had the hackers at one point, but they didn't. So he had to fuck the pig. But the funny part of the episode is by the time he fucks the pig, by the time he gets into that room to
To
do
fuck
the
the
deed,
pig,
they
the dude
find
had
her on
already-
the street.
Yeah, the
They
dude had already
put her
let her
on the
go and killed
street.
himself.
They already let her go. And I was like, this is dumb. This is terrible episode. This has nothing to do with technology or Harvard. It's just disgusting. I'm sorry that was your first episode. You should have watched something else.
You know, if I had a nickel every time I watched like a show or a movie where a dude fucks a pig, I would have 2 nickels. It's not very much, but it's weird that it happened twice.
What is the second nickel? Where does the second nickel come from?
Have you guys ever seen the movie The Gentleman?
No.
No.
Dude, watch The Gentleman. It is
Oh,
Yes,
fucking
you
amazing.
should. It is
Oh.
fantastic.
It is
Oh, they
like
fuck a pig in that movie. Oh, I was gonna
Yes,
watch that like
there's a pig.
literally
There
like
is a pig.
tomorrow. I was gonna watch it tomorrow because it's on
dude,
HBO.
absolutely. Like they don't show anything. It's just kind of implied what happens,
Oh,
and
no.
it's
Don't-
used
don't-
as a
don't-
black. Like
Don't say anything.
I'm not gonna
please.
say anything.
Yeah, I'm,
But
I'm,
I mean,
I'm,
it's got you got Matthew McConaughey, you got Hugh Grant, you
Yeah.
got Charlie Hunnam, you got
was
what's
planning to
his
give
fa-
it a watch this week since I have the
Who's
time.
that dude
you
that
know,
played the
like,
reporter? I forget his name.
the Penguin, Colin Farrell.
Yeah, Colin Farrell. But there was also that reporter that was hitting on on Ray.
Yeah, Hugh Grant.
Oh yeah, right. And then there was the actress who played Mickey's wife.
it's a
was-
comedy
I-
movie, right?
It's a movie about a weed kingpin in London.
Okay.
Happens to be an American.
Yeah, he's an American
Oh,
living in London, and he's a weed kingpin. Yeah, it's great.
All right, yeah, I've been meaning to get that a look at. 'Cause my brother saw it too. He was like, "Oh, you should watch this movie." Recommend
It made my list of favorite movies, which, you know, my taste of favorite movies is impeccable. It includes such films as Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith and
what a nice one you got there.
Ooh, I Man of Culture as well.
and Batman v
Culture.
Superman. Yeah, no, that's
Oh wow, Batman v Superman. That's one I hate.
to be fair. The theatrical cut is trash. The
Yeah.
Ultimate Edition is
I
great.
saw the. I
in
didn't
my
see the
opinion.
ultimate edition. I saw the theatrical version. I was like,
Nah, okay, so the
It's
theatrical version,
dumb.
they cut like 30 minutes of it
I
out.
thought was
and
it 30 or 40? I thought it was.
It was 30.
30
And
minutes.
like my main issue with Batman v Superman when watching it in theaters, it just felt very choppy.
Very choppy.
And-
like man, it's like they try to glue
But
everything.
they
together.
it was still like 2.5 hours long. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still long
Like,
movie.
why did he not take out the scene with like the Lois Lane subplot? Like,
Oh, they could have took out so much other stuff and made time for to tying up the better aspects of the story that would have made it enjoyable. Because I did not enjoy that movie. I was like,
I
bro.
didn't like much about it though, so I can't.
Uh,
Really, it's
yeah, I was
just
like,
I recommend watching the Ultimate Edition. It is rated R. It is what it was originally meant to be. Is it a perfect movie? Absolutely fucking not.
yeah.
But
I know that
I
Dark Side
legitimately
Comics
enjoy it.
But Jerry,
I don't know. I think it's
What's
the-
different. For like, I think I could see it if I like thought it was like I see like missing potential, but I thought like most of the core movie was stupid.
Yeah,
So,
that's
I don't-
my problem with the story. 'Cause I'm just like, okay, so, well, Superman's a dummy in this movie. Just
Yeah, now it's
pure
just
outright
Batman.
dummy.
Okay, I'm back. What's going
Batman.
on?
We're talking about Alex Jones Batman.
Batman and how stupid Superman was in Batman vs Superman. That his dummy actions led to a lot of this stuff, and you know he could have talked for Batman from a distance. You know he could have told Batman, "Hey, up here, stop." Lex got my family that I somehow can't find myself being Superman.
Have you guys seen that thing where it's like they Batman and Superman are just beating the shit out of Darkseid, and Darkseid is just like laying there dying. He's like, "I failed you, mother. Forgive me, Martha." And they're like, "Oh shit, we gotta help."
Wait. Didn't Darkseid kill his mother? Did he have her assassinated?
Probably, I don't know, but it was
And
like
that's
it was
how
a
he-
joke.
Yeah, he killed his own mom. Yeah, he had his own mom killed.
Yeah, he assassinated her.
Yeah,
Like
we
That
got him-
makes sense.
I killed her.
we got him all out.
I'll be like, how did she die? It's complicated. It's just
Oh, you know,
thing.
politics. It's politics.
Don't ask questions you're not prepared for the answers to.
Oh my god.
I will say though, I do still want to see the Snyder Cut for Justice League since
Oh yes.
I was like, this does look like a completely different movie, so I'll tune into that.
I think it-
I hate that. I hate that one more.
I think it'll still be a dumpster fire, but I think it'll at least be a more entertaining dumpster.
That's
think
why I just want to
Joss
see the
Whedon's
difference. I want to
Justice
see
League
the
was
full
just
difference. I want to see
Garbage.
every bit that is not Whedon, every
Mhm.
bit that was Zack, every bit that Zack said, I'm gonna go do this. Because I still don't like Cyborg in this movie. I don't think this is gonna change it because I don't like Cyborg in Justice League in general.
Oh
I
yeah, it's a terrible idea. It should be in Teen Titans.
See, I don't actually
yes,
hate
that
the
is
idea
awesome.
of Cyborg being a League member because, like, I would be a hypocrite if I said I did hate the idea of him being a League member because in my DC rewrite, he is one of the founding members of the League,
That's
alongside.
an odd choice. But the only reason I hate him is because it depends how you do it. My problem with DC is they've just made him a glorified cloak. He's just cloak.
Oh yeah, that's
Marvel.
fair.
He just boom twos everyone here and there.
He's a cab driver.
Guy because we don't need him as a tech guy. We don't really need Cyborg as the tech guy.
I don't like him because he's not like I liked in Teen Titans where he had like friends and stuff. They're
Yes,
not friends in
friends.
Justice League.
There was balance. He had a role.
And the way I'm gonna
What?
write him is like
driver.
the first time like I'm for the first off, I'm giving him his own movie. First off,
I mean, that's cool.
he like it's my version of the universe. It starts out with a Superman movie, and then immediately after that, there's a Cyborg movie, and the Justice League when they come together. I think it's Batman that goes looking for Cyborg, and he finds him in Central City. He's already teaming up with the Flash. They're fighting the Thinker, and
What did I
know-
do?
No.
yeah, fuck you, Bryson. No.
Don't X-nay on the.
Sorry, my
bad. Great. Now everybody knows it. Shit. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm used to
No, I'm
thinking
just-
of you based
Now I'm
on.
just. Nah. Relax. Relax. Everybody here knows my real name. Don't worry.
Yeah, no. I mean, I figured it's
Wow.
it's not like it's a big secret. Like every time I commission you, it's like, oh yeah, you sent money to this guy. I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh, when you do the money transfer and it says the names, yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah, I forgot that shows up.
That actually legitimately bugs me because it means like anybody I've commissioned actually knows my real name, and like I'm okay with people knowing my first name, but like people online, I usually like to keep my last name like secret.
Yeah, I don't care if
I
anyone
haven't-
finds out my name.
I-
It'll happen, but, you know.
I'm like a massive degenerate on Twitter as compared to what I am in real life, and so I kind of like to keep it separate.
Well, yeah. I
Um,
mean, as long as you're not actually putting your name on stuff on like Twitter, then I don't think it's really gonna show up. You know.
Like I
Unless-
have a private alternate account that's like for mutuals only that I'll show my face and I'll like say my real name and stuff, and
Yeah.
but like
I
no dick pics though.
I don't. I don't do it mostly because my real name. I don't like my real name. Honest. I mean I don't.
It sounds like a
hate it, but,
superhero name, dude. I shit you
if
not. Like I mean, I would. I
Yeah,
would
like-
put that as like the real name for a superhero. It's all about the alliteration, man.
yeah. But the thing is, like, if I ever do become famous, I'll be the second most famous Bryson in my home state.
Oh wow.
Home state.
No, the home state,
What?
not the home state. I was expecting the world.
Yeah,
I'm just
like
like I'm very amused by the fact that like you've taken the time to look up the most famous person with your name from your
it's
state.
Bryson Tiller. It's Bryson Tiller. We're literally from the same state in the same city.
Oh wow.
But
Wow.
I just did look up
Uh,
mine. So damn.
am I
forgot.
stupid or do I just not like?
Designer? A designer?
I don't know who that is.
He's a bright. He's a musician.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Let me see.
Uh,
her
Well, he
name.
can suck a dick. You're cooler.
Nah, this guy's definitely cooler than me.
No. I've heard of you. All right. So you're automatically a step up.
I just looked up like famous my name on like on the internet. It's like this one person, also from New York. Oh wow. Her net worth is 1 million to 5 million. It's not that
See,
much.
I'm screwed because I have to live up to having the same name as like the greatest actor in history,
And that is
Nicolas Cage.
Nice.
damn.
That's
Live up to
dope.
the
That's the winning the lottery, really.
Live up to the
So, fun fact, my parents, they used to complain about me gaming a lot, and I was just say, it's like, dude, this is your fault. My initials are literally NES. My mom ate pizza while she was pregnant with me. Like, what did you expect?
Oh, we started young. Very young.
My first
Speaking-
taste of beer, I was 3 years old.
Ah, that first sip. Do that first nasty spit. Ewy patooey. And then you're like, oh.
I don't.
Ah, no,
I don't
I'm
like.
craving.
I don't like beer, honestly.
Beer's
I
amazing. Shut your mouth. Whatever do to you.
It's good in
I-
doses, like pretty much any alcohol is. I like
Yeah.
vodka.
I could.
I mean,
I think a nice
I like
bottle of beer
vodka. I
once
like vodka too, but like, I don't like it's nothing against beer, Wayward. It's just like
in a while.
not my thing. I just
Do
don't.
not insult the mighty bottle.
Yeah,
I
no,
was,
fuck with you.
uh,
It's whatever. I don't like liquor really, so that's my thing. I seldom drink like actual liquor. Like someone has to pretty much like be like,
Tricky.
oh yeah, you gotta drink this with me, man. I'm like,
Social drinking.
My-
Just when we're out with the boys.
I was like, it was like earlier this year before I turned 21, and I was in Kansas for my dad's best friend's birthday,
Yeah.
and we went like bar crawling. And I'm just sitting there, this 20-year-old kid, and nobody questions the fact that I've drinking like 8 glasses of vodka.
Hey. I mean, oh no.
Yo, dude. Yo,
I
man.
meant, oh no.
You need to chill out, man.
And then I played tennis.
The last time I took 8 glasses of vodka, I woke up from Manhattan to Brooklyn in less than 5 seconds, and I was like, "What the fuck? How to get home?"
My friend Patrick, when we went to a Halloween party, dude, before we went over there, dude straight up drank a fifth of Jack. He was
no.
like, I'm not kidding. He
Straight
was
from the bottle?
passed out. Straight from the bottle. He was
Ah, he's
passed
living.
out the entire party. Like there was a couch in front of the house, right? It was the party was at. He was on that couch the entire party, passed out.
Oh,
Honestly,
man.
as an introvert, that's like my favorite place to be at a party.
The couch.
Yeah, but he was like
Unconscious on a
literally
couch.
passed out
That's
the
living
entire.
spot right there.
Because like what we did was we got a little buzz before we went to the actual Halloween party, so we could get like. Plus, I went with my Dominican friend, right? And he and a bunch of other folks, they would smoke like fucking chimneys. So like by the time I got to the party, they were hotboxing, and they had some strong ass shit. So by the time I was there, I was a little buzzed.
You walked
I
in
was a little buzzed. I was I had a strong ass contact. I almost fucking choked because these niggas smoking like chimneys. So like
They're smoking that
I'm
good shit.
over her, and like I got tore up at that party. I don't even remember like a giant chunk of it. Apparently, I was dancing like really hard, and I was like the life of the party for a little bit, and I don't remember any of it.
I'm just
That's
imagining you being like Will Ferrell in the mailroom in Elf. That's what I have in my head.
See, this is why nowadays I try to avoid just overdoing it. I'm like, yeah, I blacked out 3 times in the past before. I can't afford to happen again. Those
That's
3 times I got lucky.
That's exactly why I started drinking beer. I was tired of
There's
that.
one time, because this one bar my friend took me to, it was kind of lit. You know, it's one of the really small bars, only 2 pool tables, and we're playing pool with some foreigners. Hey man, they play pool in the
With
pool.
some foreigners.
We're going out. It wasn't
I don't
foreigners,
know
but,
why
like,
that made me laugh. It's just the word foreigner. It's just
we
like
play pool in the toilet. Hey, and I was like, hey, what's up, A? And just getting drunk. They're like, it's 1 shot of vodka and a whole bottle of beer for just $5. I was like, say less, bro. Put that one down. Got another one. Lost track, and I said, oh no.
oh
When I was
no.
over, I don't remember a flash. I just remember one part was like, we're going this way. Okay, we're going to Starbucks because I apparently had to use the bathroom. When I wake up, apparently the Starbucks guy is just like, hey, tap me while I'm on the toilet. I was like, what? Did I fall asleep on the toilet? And then I go outside and yeah, my friend's like, all right, bro, you need to just vomit, just let it all out. And the moment he said go, I just then they put me in an Uber, and then I woke up and booked him 5 seconds later. It's the next day. My glasses are gone. I said, wait, what happened here? How'd I get home? My brother's like, I found these on the doorstep outside. I just see my glasses. I was like, on the doorstep. Then how did I?
Somebody was taking care of
it was just. I think that was the last time, and I was like, yeah, no longer. No, I'll take a sip. I'll be okay. Give me more water. Give me some Sprite. I'll be alright.
Nah, man, you need an egg. You need an egg,
That too, yeah.
vodka or gin, and some Tabasco. It'll perk you right up.
No,
Rick,
what you
right
need
up.
is Perry Oyster.
All I know is that would never happen again. And as I say that, I know I'm lying, but it'll never happen in the next year.
Who's eating some chips? Somebody's eating some chips.
That's me. I've wandered down into the kitchen and now I'm consuming some Fritos.
I know
I
that's
can't eat
not
Fritos by
You're
themselves.
really just gonna like crunch in the fucking microphone.
This is the ambience, okay?
He's like, listen,
Wayward.
up?
You remember from the TMNT movie, like the funniest joke in that was like he just like Michelangelo's just crunching on a candy bar, and Raphael says, "Man, you think you can crunch it loud? I can still hear out of this ear." This dude goes right up to his ear and crunches even louder, like big ass munch in his ear.
Man, they're written so well in that movie. Actually, I think that was better than the comic it's based on.
that
to be
was
real.
hilarious, actually. Because
Like,
you just see the zooming of his mouth, it's just like, crunch. It's like,
and like here's the thing. The reason that people love the live action turtles so much is because like it went back. Gumby, I swear to God, I will mute you right now.
yo, the crunching just gets loud. Yo, I've never heard such powerful crunch. Those must be the freshest baked Tostitos. The Fritos.
Y'all are just salty you ain't got Fritos.
I got Doritos downstairs. You'll see me going like you.
I live on
you
top
are-
of a Reed. Like I could just go downstairs and get some freaking chips. They open 24/7.
And after this, I'm going to pour myself a bowl of cereal just to spite you.
What kind of cereal?
I should do it right now.
Hold on.
Shit,
Like-
What we
you
got?
thinking of the crunchiest
probably
cereal.
Yeah, it's gonna be hilarious.
Honey
Yeah.
bunches of oats.
Honey bunches of
Honey
oats. You
bunches of
bastard.
But like,
Not even like
like
Fruity Pebbles. The least crunchiest cereal you can find. Hopping straight to the goddamn powerful crunch of granola and flat cereal.
No. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my headset inside the bowl and then just like pour the cereal on top of that.
Oh my god.
So you can just hear everything.
I hope you mess up. I hope you mess up your headset.
It's okay. I've got others.
Oh man.
I haven't even seen no minute
But
though.
like-
Goddamn.
But like, in all seriousness, like, the reason like people like the live action TMNT so much is because it's like a good blend of the classic comics and the '80s Turtles.
Yes.
It took good,
Yeah, it fucking
it took
rolls.
good. Yeah, that's why people love it so much because like the pulpy, violent, crazy comic that's meant to kind of satirize Frank Miller,
Yeah.
and like you got that silly fucking '80s cartoon where they actually have personality.
I mean, just the
There's-
way Casey and Raph first meet in those movies in the park.
Oh, it's
Like,
the best scene.
completely
who
Raph
the
is
heck-
a damn trash can.
the
and
heck-
like,
who
bruh.
the heck plays cricket?
Casey-
You
Who
gotta
the
know what
hell
a crumpet
plays
is
cricket?
to play
No,
crip.
crumpet.
cricket.
Casey does. Casey out here with just a stick in his hand. It's funny because I don't know because I made a post about it on Twitter a month back because my brother sent me an Instagram post. It was like Harley Quinn versus Casey Jones, and it was like in 3 categories.
No.
It said comic Casey versus comic Harley, and I only gave that to comic Harley because of the bullshit amount of plot armor she wears on a god level. It said cartoon Harley versus cartoon Casey, and I was like, Casey is slapping the shit out of this woman.
Wait, which cartoon 2003?
I mean, I went with 2003 because I'm not 2012 Casey. You weak.
Like even the cartoon, she
Winnie
had
the
that like
Burger.
one power. She had like the like poison ivy like made her immune to all the stuff. Like all,
yeah,
a
but
bunch of
like
stuff.
Casey out here fighting big ass mutants daily. Like
Yeah, Casey's got it.
ain't slap Raphael the first time.
So-
he moved, like
I just want to point out, in the what was it? Was it like 2012 when the live action reboot came out?
around that time, yeah.
Around that, it was 2015, I think.
No,
Okay.
2000 wasn't it like 2014
I think-
that the
It's kind of like
Yeah.
13, 14. It's kind of been 13 or 14. Yeah.
I don't know, but
2014.
well, I for one,
I forget they
I
exist.
legitimately enjoyed those.
The Michael
I
Bay
like-
one.
Yeah, I did not. I hate like
no,
I
I
never
can
saw it.
absolutely
I
see
just feel
why
indifferent.
people would not.
It
But-
was like, alright. The turtles.
Nah,
were
like
cast
it was
Alan
it was the
Richardson as Raphael.
first movie. It was the first
So-
movie where I was like it was like when my inner critic was born. It was the first movie where I was like,
I will not.
this doesn't make any sense and this is stupid.
Plus, Shredder looks like an idiot in both live action films.
I do not like the designs of the turtles. I will say though, in part 2, the Rocksteady and Bebop design was very nice though, and I was like, oh, why can't the turtles look this nice? Because
Yeah,
don't
they
like
looked
they
like
have to
they
have make-
gave them like the human faces, and like there's this edit where somebody like made them look a little bit more like the
the 80s
the
turtles.
the not even the 80s, the 90s turtles actually,
90s
the
turtles.
90s live action turtle.
Oh
And
wow,
they didn't edit where they look like that, and it looks a million times better.
yeah.
It
One
looks
of the problems with
really
that movie
good.
too is Shredder.
Yeah.
He's kind of just there. He's evil. He's big. They
It's like a mecha
kind
villain,
of
right?
yeah. He had like the weird giant mech suit. It's like it's menacing.
he
but,
was he was
He-
a tra-
he was Silver Samurai.
He was
Yeah.
he was a transformer.
Michael Bay was
Yeah.
just like,
And
yeah.
by
I'll just keep
Silver
making the
Samurai, you
Transformers
mean
movies.
Wolverine? The Wolverine,
Wolverine,
movie,
yeah,
too.
Wolverine.
Which was also a mech for no reason.
Which again,
Yeah, why
didn't mind
not?
that. That was, I don't know. Like
I'm s-
Hollywood went through like a phase where they were just super obsessed with mechs.
mechs. You're right. Like look at this
Which-
mech.
I'm
I don't mind because mechs are cool, but at the same time, like not everything needs to be.
Yeah. Take
a
it easy, Hollywood. Take it easy.
Oh,
I'm
give me
still
big
mad-
mechs. Give me Big Mick. Big.
I'm still mad at the Wolverine for teasing the suit and never actually giving us the suit.
See, I don't
real.
blame the Wolverine for that.
I blame Fox
blame,
for that.
yeah, just Fox in general, and I
Fox-
blame more
Fox
Days of
Daredevil.
Future Past, really,
Oh,
because
that's
Days of
true,
Future
yeah.
Past is where it would have followed up with, but at least they had an excuse in that he was in the past for most of the movie.
I was like, man,
It would have been nice to get Hugh in that suit one last
Mhm.
time.
yeah, just
I
once I want to see Hugh Jackman in the iconic suit, but nope.
Oh yeah.
I was sad Halle Berry's only in it for minutes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That was very much for me reasons.
Halle Berry showed up. She said hi.
I
gave
mean,
her a
she
paycheck.
was. I
don't
mean,
know.
I didn't like Halle Berry in the
Shut your
X-Men
mouth.
movies.
Shut your mouth.
I like Halle Berry because I like Halle Berry.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Real
but
talk.
like,
I don't give a shit. She's 50 right now. Goddamn.
No, she still got it.
She's definitely still got it.
Oh yeah, John Wick 3 definitely shows that.
Definitely. Goddamn. Change the subject.
Oh, yeah.
I'll start thirsting over Halle Berry again.
you guys
Change
you
the
guys are-
subject.
you
The
guys
table
are-
has
you
risen
guys are
6 inches in
simps.
front of him.
You guys are simps. I got a bunch of simps on here.
It's Simp Night, boys.
Hey,
Are you calling
it
Halle
smell
Berry
like,
mediocre?
it smells like simp in here.
Listen,
Hey,
It smells
Halle
like
Berry is
simp
better
here.
than Amber Heard.
listen, man. Sometimes you just gotta let it happen, Slim. You know, sometimes you can't always fight your tendencies.
She said, like, yeah, Megatron's right. Like, Halle Berry is better than Amber Heard.
Yeah.
That is the lowest bar you could possibly put.
Who's Amber Heard? What's she been in?
Aquaman. She was
Oh,
Mera,
didn't see that.
the crazy lady.
She was in Drive Angry with Nicolas
Johnny
Cage.
Depp and the mysterious shit.
Yeah, I forgot about that too. Yes, I just
Oh
like the crazy lady.
wait, yeah, the lady who's more known for the drama. That lady. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
I shit on his bed, lady.
I had such a headache.
He's actually doing it. You
Yes!
I fucking
Let's
hate
go.
you.
He
I
actually did
fucking hate you, Gubby.
it. Yeah, he actually poured the bowl. You sick son of a bitch. I can't believe it. No
Calling me a
remorse.
liar? You think
Well-
I would lie about such things?
Well, he did. You did prove you're not a liar today. I'll give you that much.
I am many things. An asshole.
Yeah, I still control the chat, motherfucker.
A simp for She-Hulk.
Since Slim wanna call me out, my simpery.
But
Gotta pull this out.
Simp.
Oh, Simp card.
Okay, guys. Who is a woman? Who is somebody you will unapologetically simp for?
fictional or real?
It doesn't matter.
She-Hulk.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Yo.
Or Bleeze. I don't know why. I just really, really like Bleeze.
Damn, I want to go down my very long list here, but let's shorten it a little bit.
Keep it under half an hour, Bags.
I got you. We got
Hey,
She-Hulk.
don't
got,
ask him. Do
got
not
Wonder
ask
Woman.
him to stop being a man.
Who else we got here? Okay, let's check my list before I even get to the weeb side of my list. That's the back side of this. Woo!
What
We got Harry. We got
Dried strawberries.
this day. It's just like why on this God-given earth where you made with the beautiful. Let me stop.
I could do this all day. I could do this all day, Gubby.
I heard the first person. I was like, yo.
But nah.
Why do you even have
Um,
the bowl of cereal?
If I could, if
You're just jealous you don't have Honey Bunches of Oats.
Well, I don't, man, you know I got something better than Honey Bunches of Oats. I got Frosted Flakes, okay?
I like Honey Bunches of Oats better, honestly.
No,
Same
I
here.
mean Honey Bunches are better, but you know what? I got Frosted Flakes, and that's all I have. I got
I have Frosted Flakes too. I could go and make a bowl of that as well.
you leave out the Frosted Flakes. Conan Tiger ain't die for this.
I feel like I'm making so many enemies in this stream.
You're making
Nah.
an enemy to serial lovers.
If
Why
I
haven't you
could,
mixed it?
if I could simp, it would be Velma from Scooby Doo.
Of course.
Good
Oh,
choice.
That
good choice,
surprises
good choice,
no one.
Good choice. Good choice.
That's great.
Jinkies.
My pick's Wasp from
Ooh.
Avengers.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, which
Wait,
version, though?
which wasp? Wait a minute.
Like,
The
are you
show?
talking
They're
like
pretty much
Anna?
all good, man.
No, they are all good, but like,
No,
are you talking
there's a bad
okay,
the
one.
best
animated
ones,
show? Or are you talking Evangeline
best-
Lilly? Or are you talking Avengers Academy?
No, best one is well, obviously Janet. First off, I don't even think about the other girl.
No one does. No one
Hey,
does.
Hope is good. Hope is good.
Hope. Hey. I can't.
Anyways, but yeah, I specifically like the best ones are, of course, the cartoon or Earth Mightiest Heroes. That was like the best one.
Yes,
And then
sir.
also I like John Buscema, in the 80s, like he had her down.
Yep.
Yeah.
He does a
The
good
best-
there.
The best She-Hulk will always be John Byrne's run. That's the definitive She-Hulk for me.
Oh yeah, I think it's that's She-Hulk and everybody else just making up their own version of it. It doesn't really feel right.
That's the
I
girl.
mean,
right there.
like, which one? Dan Slott did okay. Peter David also did decently, but like John Byrne's She-Hulk is the best one, definitively. Like the best one.
Let's see. You know what? I just remember one other character from my childhood who I was going to simp over mad hard, and that's the pink Power Ranger from Time Force. That's on
Jen,
me.
yeah.
Yes,
I think
Jen.
I'll go with the Yellow Ranger from Dino Thunder.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me
Oh,
check
yeah.
that out.
Oh no,
Yeah,
she's.
Oh, Kira. Oh, no, you're speaking facts right there.
I actually a while ago
Good taste.
I made a
right there.
thread of like all of the fictional women I've had crushes on in my childhood.
Nice. You know, I forgot the actress who played
Right.
Kira in Power Rangers Dino Thunder was also in Cloak and Dagger.
Wait,
I
she
didn't
was?
Yeah, she's a police officer in that show. But I didn't watch
never
Cloak and
watched
Dagger
Cloak
because
and
Man,
Dagger.
that fucking
cringe.
show sucked.
It's
It-
Did it?
cringe. It hurt to watch.
It's
I'll never forget
unbelievably
this one scene
cringe.
where like Dagger almost got like fucking raped.
Oh no, that
He
sounds
was
like
And the black guy, she meets the black guy, right? And she's like telling him what happened, and he's like, "Yeah, but have you ever been black in a grocery store?" And I was like, "Yo, this can't be real."
Yeah, like
this
that
can't be
is
fucking real.
something they legit tried to pull. Like
No,
Dagger
man.
had a
Yeah.
Dagger.
So, yeah,
Dagger.
well, right.
Let me put this into perspective. Dagger has pretty much lost everything. She came from an abusive family.
Oh yeah, and she was homeless.
She was homeless.
Yeah, that's
she
who
was
you are.
almost raped. All this other shit happened to her. Now Cloak is literally like he's a great student. He's like a
Oh,
star
that's
athlete.
nice
Two
house.
good parents. Has a
Mhm.
great big house, and he says, "Well, I'm black, so it's worse." It was one of the cringiest
face.
things.
To her
To
face.
her face.
Right after she almost got raped, and I was like, "Bruh,
Like
bruh."
you trying to talk about privilege, bitch? You almost got fucking raped. Fuck
I
your
was like,
ass,
this shit
nigga.
can't be real. I was like, someone really wrote this.
I'd like to,
and thought it was okay.
thinking about that. I just imagine Donald Glover on the weirdo set he did when he's talking about Shaft. He just looks at the audience. He's like, he is just a black guy.
Just the black guy. It's weird because I also didn't. I don't know if the show is connected to the Netflix shows because there's also another clip I saw not too long ago where
It's not connected to the Netflix
Cloak-
shows.
it's-
It's
no,
connected to
Cloak saw a picture of Luke Cage.
Runaways.
and he's looking at the picture of Luke Cage with some other black kid in the library, and Black is like, yeah, you see that guy? That's crazy, man. It's like he's a hero, man, and he looks like us. I'm just like, yo, can you guys be any like less subtle? then like
so is
anything on the
so I
planet.
guess War Machine and Falcon don't count.
I
Black
guess they don't
Panther.
count at all.
Well, they don't count because they're not like in the. They're
not
in the same
Harlem.
universe. I don't even know. At least like at least say with the DC universe like shows, they at least like will just have the balls to be like, no, this one's not the same universe as that.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean, him and Flash and Supergirl, they hang out every day, but they're different universes. Don't worry about it. Just don't even care. It's a much more honest answer.
Yeah. They're like, yeah.
I will always respect that DC is really leaning into the whole multiverse aspect of it.
In the
Marvel-
Which
show.
is great for me
Marvel
because
was
that
on
means
and off.
that
with the
means
Netflix
that like
MCU.
my interpretation and like my adaptation of like the DC stuff,
It's
it is
valid.
100% canon
Yeah, it's valid.
in some aspect of the multiverse. Yeah.
Except with
Um,
Doom Patrol, you don't know.
I don't
which
know.
universe it's
I don't know.
connected.
Like it's like Marvel. It's like more like basically that whole thing was like I call it Marvel sweeping things under the rug, and basically they did the same thing with Inhumans too. Remember that show?
Inhumans didn't happen. shut up.
I don't.
refuse to
I
remember
actually don't.
Inhumans. I saw 10 minutes, and that's all I needed to see. The moment I saw Black Bolt get hit with a nightstick and actually feel that, I was like, all right, I'm out.
God, remember when they
letting
wanted
out.
that to be like the next X-Men?
They tried. Oh, I remember they were showing off. We filmed this with IMAX cameras. I was like, I don't give a shit what you filmed it with.
Oh my god, I forgot they
what
tried
about
to push
the
that as a big
quality?
thing.
They really did, and they were flexing that like everywhere. Like, yeah, no other superhero show got IMAX cameras, and I was like, no other superhero show is this shitty. like
I
And
mean,
then they
I
proved you
mean,
wrong.
I mean,
and
I'm
then they
wrong.
printed,
but-
and then you got fucking Watchmen.
My
Yeah, I was
god.
gonna- I
That-
Oh my god!
that
Speaking of
thing-
picture-
I've seen
that
enough
they-
reviews, but man, I refuse to touch Watchmen.
I watched-
Squidward.
I watched a few episodes, and like, it is Gumby. I swear to God, Gumby, I fucking hate you.
Man's whooping it down with like every 2 seconds of interval, just a scoop, munch, scoop.
It's not
munch,
even. It's not even that. It's not even that he's. It's not even that he's eating it. It's that he's getting consecutively louder as he's eating it. Like
He was trying to be like Dax. He was trying to be like Drax in Infinity War when he was being
You can't see him?
chips.
We can hear you, Gumby.
I
If I
mastered
choose
the art of standing so incredibly
it's
still.
like you are
Invisible to the
like
naked
you are
eye.
legitimately you can't tell, but you are legitimately crescendoing as you eat the damn cereal. What the fuck?
You know what the best part is?
Uh,
I'm not even using the spoon. I'm just picking out individual pieces and just crunching them into the mic.
Son of a bitch, he's going one. I knew it was a granola bitch. One at a time. Next thing you know, he's eating with a fucking tweezers. It's just one up and
He's popping them like pills, like just
like a bag of fucking chips, like a popcorn. Like this man got some Pringles on him or something. Man, I don't like Pringles.
Food is good.
Heresy!
I'm sorry, I don't like Pringles, man.
I don't like
Well,
Pringles either, honestly. Like I don't
like-
hate them.
I eat them.
But
I'm
like-
like,
I'm
my
gonna
tongue
agree with
was
that.
pretty
Like,
dry
I
after
mean,
that.
they're okay, but they're nothing spectacular.
Yeah.
They got a lot of flavors, and some of the
I
flavors are pretty good. But
If
Pringles
I
ain't-
want potato chips, I'll just get Ruffles.
yeah, I'll get fucking Lay's. If I want a lot of air, I'll get anything else.
You got Lay's.
Yeah.
You got Lay's like you got these new Lay's are like spicy pickle Lay's.
What the fuck?
Yeah, spicy pickle Lay's. They're not bad. They're actually pretty good.
So I was listening to this certain. I'm downstairs, so I have to be like very careful what I say right now. I was listening to a certain audio role play. I'll leave it at that.
Oh,
But like in it, it was implied that the listener character
Mm.
was eating like espresso flavored potato chips.
Espresso flavored potato chips. What the fuck?
And it's like,
That doesn't sound good at all. It sounds like it'll wake me up. But I'm gonna like, get that first bite, lick them teeth a bit. It tastes like shit.
yeah, it's like,
This tastes like actual shit.
I'm listening to this and like,
It's like the
why?
one time I tried the Impossible
some
Burger,
extra
the Impossible
hipster shit.
Whopper.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, no,
That was a mistake.
nope.
I was like, bro. My brother was like, we got the Impossible Whopper, and I was like, all right, let me take a bite out of this.
I hate Burger King so
Instant
fucking
regret.
much.
They are terrible. They're fucking shit.
It was trash. Plant based could kiss my ass. Everyone who said it does taste like me is a liar. Filthy liar. You're all you are sinners and should go to hell. And I hope Satan pokes you with a pitchfork. I hate this movement for plant-based foods. I don't know if you guys seen that picture of a plant-based like steak. It looks like red clay.
Okay,
It looks
so
like Play-Doh.
I just read the most recent comment, and I hate the fact that
Oh, yeah.
I read it.
Which one? Oh, Lay's.
I guess they did espresso flavored potato chips.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you go to like other parts of the world, there are so many different flavors of like Lay's and shit.
My
There's
goodness.
like strawberry Lay's flavored.
Lay's cappuccino.
Ew.
Ew.
Oh,
Lay's
gross.
cappuccino. Lay's bacon
Yeah.
mac and cheese. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you like the only like there's it's messed up because there's like some like good Lay's flavors that they just don't want to. Like my favorite Lay's flavors are Flamin' Hot, the wavy barbecue ones. Those are fucking fire, man. I swear
Yeah,
to
the wavy
God.
barbecue ones are pretty good. And I like hot chicken,
Chocolate?
bro.
What the hell?
You said chocolate? You said chocolate? Oh
Chocolate?
Reading the comments.
Chocolate! Chocolate!
no! Oh no, they got beans.
This motherfucker eating me.
Cowboy barbecue beans.
I mean,
wavy
cereal, sir.
ondules. Yeah, you are eating cereal. We
Oh,
all
no,
can tell.
let's do it again.
That announcement was very unnecessary.
Yeah, I like Flamin' Hot Lays. They're pretty good. And I like these Lays. I don't know if they discontinued them or not, but they're like Lays habanero.
Oh no,
And
they still
those-
got those. Well,
I
I
think
didn't.
that
I-
was-
I
I'm
think
in
it's
New York.
still
We
going
got
on.
a lot of shit over here.
yeah, like I've tried those. Those are fucking good too, but I can't find them anywhere now.
Yeah, those are really good. Like I legit think I have those down in the Dwayne Reed underneath me. Anyways, like, see now I'm gonna get some chips after this. They open 24/7, man. I'll be walking down that shit.
I've
4
made
a.m.
you hungry.
Look
I have
at them.
succeeded.
No, you didn't make me hungry.
Nah, man, I'm I still got tequila and tacos in my system, man.
All right,
Tequila and tacos.
I'm gonna just go get something later on in the day. I really be going down there at 3 a.m.
So
that one guy
your
down
minority
there,
is showing.
and he's like, "What's up?" Your minority is showing.
My minority. Okay, Gumby. Just so you know, me, Wayward, and
I'm stealing
Bags
the
are
dinner.
black.
Yes.
Sorry, I
am.
wasn't listening. I was announcing to my mother that I was stealing one of her drinks.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't need the fact.
Well,
Oh,
me, Wayward, and Bags are black, by the way. And
Wait,
Flor-
I've been talking to
and-
black people this entire time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell you're a black son of a bitch right here.
and me and Bags, we're not black. We're black.
Oh, with the like several K's at the end, which
Yeah,
is
with the hard
ironic,
Ks.
but hard K.
I remember working at McDonald's. I held the nickname Darky for like
Oh
quite
my
a while.
Oh
god.
God.
Who got away with
Fuck.
that?
What the fuck?
No, wait. No, that was UPS. I meant spooky. In McDonald's, I was spooky because
Nah,
I
man,
was
you
in the
can't, you
freezer.
can't,
No, no,
you
no.
can't, you can't
That's
say,
not
you can't
better.
say, you can't say, you don't mix up darky with spooky.
Right?
Either
I
way,
mean, you do
it's
when you
not
flip
good.
over. Yeah, see, with darky, that was a UPS, but that was from my other fellow darky friend. So we were calling each other darky because
Okay, yeah. I mean,
UPS.
that's usually
I mean,
Yo, there's like
what
not a
happens.
good lighting in there, so I would dead ass disappear behind like the shades of the darkness and behind boxes when I was stacking them up. And this
okay,
nigga wouldn't see me, and I
that,
was fucking with him.
like legit breathing in, like inhaling into the mic.
Spooky, I earned from McDonald's because one day I was in the freezer getting them patties out, scared the shit out of one of my
Getting them
coworkers.
patties.
He walked in, I was like, "Boo, nigga," and he left a bit. And Spooky just kind of stuck on.
He had the right idea.
What?
He wore the brown pants.
He did wear brown pants a lot.
I'm a
He knew it was coming.
I just pull up McDonald's. I got my jeans on, a black shirt. Let's get cooking, and that was it. Ate a lot of food, whole lot of shit. Well, I ain't stealing that shit. That shit's mine. Fuck out of here. If I'm back in the kitchen, I'm cooking. You betting on I'm eating that shit. Pop a
I
nugget.
wore a Ron Burgundy shirt to a Bible study last week.
The worst kind of
and-
shirt you can wear to a Bible study.
I don't know. I
I'm
feel like I could probably pick something worse.
Just like you're here to spread the word of Lucifer. Hey
Just like
guys,
an upside down cross.
Jesus is cool and all, but have you ever guys tried sinning?
I really wish Salem were here, man. He'd
The
enjoy
book of the
this.
dead in your hand.
There are
Just
websites
like,
for
yeah.
that.
All right,
Yeah, that's
Ah,
taking
yeah.
that
I
like human
go.
skin.
It's almost
You
getting
wanna-
close. I have to stop making noise.
You want to take a peep? It's funny because I haven't been in church in a minute. I'm saying, man, once I hit that adult life, and I was like, I'm no longer going to church. I've done so over the last 20 years. I can take a break. God, you know it's good.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm weird about it. Like, I don't really like the church as like an entity, just because it's become very, very human and very, very like this from a perspective of me being Christian is it's very judgy, very cliquey,
Yeah,
and I don't really like it.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
That being said, like I actually go to two churches. I go to like because my stepdad, I'm living with my stepdad and my mom right now. My
Mhm.
stepdad is the chaplain on base here. So I go to that service, and then after that, like I go to an 11 o'clock service at this Baptist church in town, and that's what I do the Bible study with on Monday nights.
Okay.
So basically, I early in the morning, like chapel to support my stepdad,
Yeah.
and then the Baptist church to just chill and make friends.
Yeah. I plan like going back to church when I get my life together. Once I'm done with like trade school by January, we should be graduating because COVID fucked everything up in New York City,
Yeah.
or around the world. But
That's an understatement, buddy.
very understatement.
I think
I was
like my
out
main
of school for
problem
months.
my main problem with being like having my faith is that like I want to find a relationship with a girl that's like me in that she
Yeah.
has that faith, but she also is like sufficiently fucked up.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like, yeah, she knows the Jesus, but she also knows how to say some fucked up shit. She knows
Like-
I actually met a girl. I've never told any of my friends this really, but I met a girl in college,
So you're
right?
gonna save it on a live stream. Got it.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Anyway, like I met a girl in college, and my college was technically like attached to like a missionary. So like we were
Wow.
kind of technically a Catholic college.
Okay.
Um,
Interesting.
so yeah, I met a really devout Catholic girl there, and she like became my best friend in college. Like I would like buy her a muffin every morning, and you know we would go to all our classes together. We'd meet up and get a coffee, and man, I swear to God, I never made a move. Man, she was so cute, so cute. She was so smart, and I never made a move. And I regret that to this fucking day.
Ugh. This is when I pull out my favorite card. It really be like that sometimes.
In college, I went on a date for the first time, like right before I went to college, and it was with this girl I'd been talking with all summer. We had like met on this app that was for the incoming college students,
Oh, wow.
and we went on one date. The date was fine. She's great, but like I realized I can't be in a relationship with someone who doesn't share at least similar views as me, as in regards to like religion.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like you
It
wouldn't
just-
be out
it-
here dating an atheist or something. Like,
yeah,
That'd be
and,
very
and
conflicting.
she was an atheist. That's the thing, or she still is, I believe.
Ah.
And so like I'm like, yeah, like I can't do that. We decided to like hold off on it before I even decided on that, and then I was like, yeah, that's good.
unfortunate.
Like if like
So
the
right
only
now
prob-
I'm really hoping. Sorry, I'm sorry I cut you off, buddy.
no, go ahead.
I'm basically just here like saying like, maybe that cute girl at GameStop is a Christian.
Hmm.
And that's essentially where my
Maybe.
thought process is right now. Like I just moved here. I know like nobody, and so I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Ah,
I
yeah.
mean, at least you get a
I'll see options wherever.
you get a
That's true.
clean slate, dude. That's always a plus.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. I really appreciate having that.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. I never moved out of New York ever. Lived here my entire damn life. I never left the country once either. Any of that type of stuff. And
I
like,
lived
damn.
in Germany when I was a kid.
Oh, wow.
My dad was in the Air Force, so
Oh yeah, you got to do a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
yeah, and that was actually my only time living out of the country. Like the rest, I've lived in Florida, Kansas, Oklahoma, Germany, and then like last month I moved from Oklahoma, and now I'm in South Carolina.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you really been around.
Mm.
See, that's what I'm looking to do next year. I'm trying to travel when things get back to normal.
You can't preach about trying to remake the Axis powers with your genes while also saying you're a devout Christian.
Bring back the Axis power.
You gotta go convert them. That's how you do it.
I mean, I'm a Christian, but I'm also from the South, dude. I mean, come on.
He says, I have to do my mission. It's like you don't ask a spider why he spins his web, do you?
Hey, no. Good soldiers follow orders. Good soldiers follow. Speaking of which, actually, I've been binging the entirety of Star Wars with my mom and my stepdad, and we just finished season 7 of the Clone Wars, and that's actually the first time I had seen that.
Oh wow, you finished the whole thing.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
Well, I mean, I've seen all of the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
But I hadn't
Yes.
seen season 7. I was holding off until I watched it with them, and I actually really liked it. I think that those final 4 episodes, revolving like the Siege of Mandalore and focusing on Ahsoka and Rex and Maul, those are some of my favorite episodes in the entire series.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The only,
they're-
the only
they're
thing I
pretty
don't
good.
like about the season was those 2 girls.
Yeah,
the
they felt like
the
they
minute
really.
I saw that,
That-
the minute I
that-
saw that and like the promotional stuff, I was like,
They could have
Yeah,
skipped that. They literally could have skipped all of that and just had Ahsoka meet the Mandalorians and go, "Hey, we need your help." There was nothing of value was brought to the table by meeting those 2 women, and I was like, "Bruh, this is
why does
The only takeaway.
Disney
Wait, what did
fuck
she
up?
appear in? What did she appear in?
what the those 2 random women."
Oh, never mind. They're talking
The
about Ahsoka
Martez.
appeared in something else.
Oh no,
Mm.
yeah, just those 2 random females Ahsoka met for like a whole 4 episodes.
Yeah, the
really good during the
Martez
season.
sisters. They weren't awful. I will say that they weren't
No,
awful.
no.
I thought the
one-
younger one was
the-
awful.
The younger one was terrible. She was just fucking stupid.
What a dummy. What a pure dummy.
Like, I mean, yeah, but a lot of good Star Wars characters are like that, and I don't think they were like Rose Tico level of dumb. They were pretty bad, but like I could
Ahsoka.
see
Megatron Megatron said he said Ahsoka should have stayed Ahsoka should have stayed dead. In
honestly,
Rebels.
I believe, yeah, I agree.
But here's the thing, she is dead. She is dead by episode 9, I believe, because they
Yeah, but they're gonna
confirmed she's
give
a Force.
her and Sabine are getting a series together. And I'm like, Filoni, I know you love your baby child. I know you love your baby girl. You gotta let her die, bro. Yeah, you gotta just.
Also,
Isn't she
I
supposed
do
to
not.
show up in The Mandalorian?
That's what I kept hearing.
Her and Sabine are going to have an episode together, and that episode is going to be like a little preview and a little something to get you prepared for their show when they go to find Ezra, which is supposed to be like, I guess, the extra season of Rebels, because Ezra lived.
I don't like Rebels.
I've never actually
Rebel.
watched Rebels. I'm going to be watching it.
The only good stuff about Rebels.
The only time Rebels was good was when it was a sequel to the Clone Wars. That was the only time it was
gonna
good.
say that just now. And the only good thing from Rebels is Kanan. Kanan is the only Disney character I actually like. It's the only Disney Jedi I actually like. He had a better death than Luke Skywalker and every OG trilogy character. Yeah, Kanan's great. That's all I have to say.
Also like his I also like what's her name?
Who?
The Twi'lek lady.
Hera. She's cool. She's cool.
She's cool. And Chopper's okay. He's just R2D2 again, but he's okay.
Every single Star Wars crew needs a droid.
Good by the final season. By the final season, I'm like, all right, Ezra's a good character now.
No. Ezra, in my opinion, at first he was inconsistent. Like one minute he's like this hopeful, optimistic kid, and then he's like this street rat who only cares about himself.
Don't fake ass Aladdin to me. And
then season 2, he's a little bit better because like he's like, oh, he might go dark side a little bit, you know.
Yeah, they played with
and
that a lot.
made him real interesting. And I'm like, when I got to like Twilight of the Apprentice, I'm like, oh shit, they're doing this. He might become a Sith.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then like season 3, he's actually like mind controlling folks to kill themselves. I mean, he's like, when did Kanan teach you that? And he's like,
yeah,
he didn't. And I'm like, oh shit, I like this Ezra. This Ezra's badass. And then halfway through season 3, they just throw it out the window.
Yeah,
and then he's back to be. And then he's like this. I think they were trying to go for like.
That's also because they also didn't have Maul commit to making him his apprentice. Like that was a thing, but then Maul was just like, nah, I was just using you to get closer to finding the chosen one. And I was like, what?
And I'm like, why? Just like what? I mean, like
Ezra the one that got you closer to finding Luke. What the hell?
Honestly, I feel like Maul is the king of Star Wars characters that are underutilized.
Yeah, because he's always just getting L, to be honest. That's the sad part. Still taking L to this day.
Even though he's become one of the greatest characters, he's always just very underutilized.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I remember when I first saw that episode where he and Savage are just chilling as Mandalore's ruler, and then out of nowhere, Palpatine just like, what, man? I'm about to show you something. And he was so casual about it. He just strolled in like, oh yeah, let's have some fun, man. I've been doing paperwork and shit. Let's have some fucking fun. And he just manhandles him.
So
And
I'm
it's
about
so
to have to
good.
go in a little bit.
Yeah.
But before I go, I just want to point out. So I am going to be working on a rewrite of the entire Star Wars saga, and
Dude,
one of the
don't,
things.
don't,
That's a
don't,
lot.
please.
That's a lot. You gonna commit to that?
Kinda.
All the way from the prequels to the sequels?
So I'm actually going to recanonize Revan.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with Revan, kind of use that to lay the foundation of the Republic and the Jedi Order and why the two are connected. I'll fast forward like 1,000 years later as Palpatine begins making his play. He sends Maul as an assassin. I'll make Dooku a more central figure as well, like explain why he left the Order, and like I'll have him be a part of the Order in the beginning.
Yeah, 'cause Dooku
I
was
mean,
bad
there's
boy.
plenty. I mean, there's like plenty of books and stuff that goes over that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going to like keep it all concise into like I think I kept it like 12 books, and that's from beginning to end. That's it. That's within
Alright.
my version of it.
So
But
not
one of
too
the
long.
things, yeah, no, one of the things I'm really looking forward to doing is Maul's arc. I'm going to,
Give him a win.
well, yeah,
One juicy win. That's
I
all.
don't
Like
even,
his-
I
like
don't
he-
even think it could technically be counted as that because I mean, he still dies a very broken man. But
He did. His death was in Rebels. I thought was actually kind of nice, simple.
oh yeah,
short,
no, I
subtle.
loved it.
I
One
like
I'm
how
going
I
to
like
readapt
how
that, but it's going to be like he will get his redemption. And his final appearance will be like in the sequel section of it. He will be one of one of 3 Sith Force ghosts that join together to guide Ben Solo back to the light.
That's fine.
It'll be so Ben Solo will have crashed on Korriban, and so he's struggling to survive in the wasteland of Korriban while haunted by these Sith spirits.
Yeah.
But it's Darth Maul, Darth Vader, and Darth Revan, who are the 3 of them. They're like, they kind of become his guardians and kind of train him to become a Jedi again. And then the final fight will be Rey versus Ben. Rey has fallen to the dark side. She has embraced her legacy as not the daughter of Palpatine because that's stupid.
You're taking that out. Okay, good.
She's the daughter of the Sun
Oh,
from Mortis.
okay. That is interesting. That's very different.
And he will appear as he is. I'm going to make it. He is Snoke. Snoke was just a physical body he created to cast aside,
Oh,
but
so you're
just
giving
to
Snoke some
manipulate him.
respect. Okay.
Yeah, I'm making Snoke actually relevant. Fuck you, Rian Johnson. But I'll also reveal his true name, and this is going to kind of tie it all back to the Old Republic. So his true name is Nihilus.
Yeah.
So Rey is the daughter of Nihilus, and she leads an army of Sith spirits against Ben Solo, who leads an army of Jedi spirits, and it's the final battle between the Sith and the Jedi.
All right. So far, you do looks like you got everything set out.
Yeah,
it's definitely more interesting. My only problem is like this requires like I said, this feels more like something you would do in like an expanded universe deal, not really, like a trilogy deal.
it's not really a trilogy. It's 12 books.
Just like so you're not like going through the actual trilogy. You're just going through events through Star Wars and changing it to what you.
Yeah, it's like okay. So book 1 is Revan. Book 2 is the Phantom Menace. Book 3 is Jango Fett and the Clone Army being created. Book 4 is the Clone Wars.
So nothing to really do with the movie events, really, but things around it.
Yeah, I mean the movie events will have it's not going to be like an in-between thing. It's going to be me like completely like rebooting it.
I hear you.
And
Okay.
like, because one problem I've always had with Star Wars is like they just keep adding onto it like prequels and stuff in between and sequels and blah blah blah. And like that's all great, but you get a problem with plot holes. And so in doing this, I plan to, have a very concise plan of this to this to this, and that will hopefully eliminate any plot holes.
Want to avoid plot holes. Okay. All right.
All right, so my game is starting in like 2 minutes, so I need to dip out.
right, man.
And so yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Happy birthday, Slim. You're awesome.
Thanks.
And the world should know your name. Still want to partner up on you with like a comic project at some point. And yeah, so talk to you guys later, bro.
All right.
Later.
You have a good one.
Sorry about that. I just stretched out a little bit.
Yeah, I need
Yeah,
to
nah,
too.
I stretched as well, and my whole knee did like a nice little pop sound, and I was like, oh boy, that's a good stretch right there. Oh, and now the other knee, because I was sitting on my legs the whole time, and it's a bad habit I gotta stop doing.
I was hunched over this screen right here drawing. So yeah, I have terrible posture when I draw.
I don't even have a desk. I have an old mattress.
Oh, that's
that
terrible.
I
no.
use.
Gotta get something to at least elevate, the drawing paper or something. So
Yeah.
you're not always
something.
arching your back. That's just gonna kill you.
Yeah, I've never I really need to get more professional with my stuff, dude. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Right now.
Money sometimes.
Yeah, I need to get my my .25 pen back. That thing was
You lost it?
amazing. What'd you say?
You lost it?
No, it ran out of ink, and I gotta get a new one.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Those things are so good for detailing.
Yeah, that's why I try to have at least because the .25 and .5, they're the smaller ones, so I try to have at least 2 of each.
Yeah, I did. I
out.
went through both of them.
Oh wow, yeah. Because when you run out, it's like damn, and those are the harder one to find. They're not just like in the everyday packages with the others. And it's like shit.
And even then, they're like $3 a piece.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to traditional since I haven't done a traditional art in a while, and it's almost October, so that's when I usually start doing those creepy drawings as usual.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they said like hear about how they said Inktober is now like a patent or some shit, so we're not allowed to call it that.
The guy who did who started Inktober stuff, what he did was he patented it as in like if you do something Inktober related and you're trying to make profit off it, like if I drew an Inktober piece and I was going to maybe put up on Redbubble or Gumby, whatever the other website is called.
I don't know.
You could he could you get in trouble for that. So he made sure you can't make profit off of it. So you can still do like an Inktober piece, but if you're selling any type of stuff, it's like
that's not any less scummy.
It's lame, and that's why everyone's like, all right, well, fucking Inktober. They're like, fuck that.
And apparently he's like in some hot water right now. Like he apparently like trying to make a how to draw book, and then it had like someone's like trying to claim that a lot of it like he's doing the same stuff.
Wow. So look at him.
Somebody said like we should call it Drawdom.
Drawdom,
like autumn, Drawdom.
Got him.
Oh well, I guess. But then Drawdom is like it's kind of like what mid-September as well. So it's like it's not pertaining just to October, I guess.
Drawdom sounds like a Jackbox game.
It does. I mean, people just call it Drawtober. Just do it. I'm not doing like the 1 picture a day thing because
that's hard. Yeah, that's
I'm
hard.
more busy nowadays. I didn't do it last year because something really came up and fucked up my entire schedule of last year from November onward, like whoosh. Because I started in 2017. I think I did all 30 days of that. I think I did most of 2018. Did not do all of 2019. This year, I'm busy. I got school and shit. I'm not doing that. I'm working now. Well, I'm not working now. I got the job, but I'm waiting for my schedule. In a Halloween store, no less. So isn't that nice?
Oh, nice.
Spirit Halloween. It's a seasonal job too. So once October's done and I get the update on our school schedule, I won't be working anymore. So that'd be nice. Cause I don't know, they're doing this 12-day thing where it's like half the school comes in 12 days, and then you're off 12 days, and then you come back because when you're off the 12 days, the other half of the school is in there 12 days. So right now I'm off till September 22nd, and then I'm gonna do my 12 days of shop again, and then be off again. I don't know. It's weird.
That sounds so fucking confusing.
It is confusing, and there are times where it's like I don't even know how to make up classes because I'm like I missed some days. So how do I make up classes if we only have 12 days between the 12-day stretch? And still no real answer because they're still trying to solve how we're gonna come back in the building soon. They want us back in the building by November, and I'm like, I guess do whatever. I just want to graduate. I don't care. I don't care about catching COVID. I'll be all right. I just want to be out and done because I had to redo my financial aid. COVID made me redo my financial aid, and now I got less money than I did when I first did my financial aid. And I'm like, well, that's bullshit. Like I'm talking like a whole 1,000 less, and I was like, bruh, this is fucking bullshit. COVID fucked me in the ass for that one. They fucked me over with that one. They fucked me.
They fucked everyone, dude. Everyone's
I know.
fucked.
It's like, damn. God. Beginning this year, I did not see this coming. Thought everything was gonna go.
Yeah,
Quite well.
I remember we were like all doing we were all doing the new guy meme saying how
Right.
2020 was gonna be our year, and
Be the year. It was gonna be the year.
and then LeBron died.
That was like the first step. That was the first sign, and everything
Yeah,
kept going
man.
downhill from there. I was
It
like,
just
God,
went downhill.
right? Like when I still when Chadwick Boseman died, I was like, what the fuck? I didn't take it seriously at
Yeah.
first. I was like, he's dead? That sounds like bullshit. Who's bullshitting?
Yeah, like it sounds like bullshit.
And I
Like,
realized,
no,
he's actually dead. Holy shit. I was like, how did he hide cancer for 4 years and not a single person knew? That's wow.
Disney knew. Disney knows everything.
knew. Yeah, but like I mean like paparazzi people, like they're usually kind of on this stuff, and I was like, wow. And he kept it a good secret.
Yeah.
Which is quite impressive.
It's pretty fucked up, man. Pretty fucked up.
It's funny because like I'm checking the trend right now. DC fandom is still going on today. I did not know that.
I forgot about that. I didn't even care.
I thought it was done. And then
no, there's like a second one. There's a first one, and then there's like they had to like do another one today for some reason. I don't really understand why they had to.
I think like it's like a multi-day event. Like they do it every week.
I just thought it was that one.
Oh, okay, I get you. I just don't even understand. I don't know. I never really cared about like the Comic-Con stuff, anyways.
I used to, but not anymore. I used to like 4 or 5 years ago when I've been to New York Comic-Con once. That was fun times. No, actually, I've been twice. I went 1 year, but only went a day because my brother was like, I'm not going this day. You got my ticket. So I went 1 day. That was it. And then I went next year with my friends. We went for 3 days straight. It was kind of fun. And this was like 5 years ago. So this is 5-6 years ago. So everything was entertainment, in my opinion, was still okay. It was still kind of good. I had things to look forward to. Nowadays, it's like, what's the point?
Yeah, let's go see Mags DeSanto.
Yeah, let's go see her at a panel. It's like, yeah, let's have some fun.
Let's go see the Rick and Morty panel where Rick and Morty has.
That's the more likely one because they'd be like, oh yeah, let's just have to do comics. I don't know, Rick and Morty's here.
In New York City Comic Con, I caught the first episode of Azra's Evil Dead, which was nice because they showed they aired the
Oh,
first
that's
episode
cool.
at New York Comic Con before it aired on TV months later, and I was like, oh, that was great. But it was only bad thing was we got there late so it's not at the center. It's like a couple blocks down by a theater, so we had to get there. When we got there, boy oh boy, all the seats were full. We had to sit in the top, and there was just a pillar in front of me, so I had to like my neck out a little bit this way to enjoy the show. And I was like, bro, who put this pillar here in front of me? This is a terrible design flaw. And I got to see Bruce Campbell there. I was like, oh, Bruce Campbell. I mean, I'm far, but I could still see him. I wish I was close because I want to take a picture and stuff. And I took a lot of pictures at Comic-Con, people, whatnot. My friend went like as like some zombie Joker. That was funny.
Yeah.
And I usually don't cosplay. I would like to one day, but I just don't. So I just went with my camera as the photographer friend. That was when Being Puppet Cat was popular too. So Being
That was
Puppet Cat and, like,
popular.
well, when I say popular, I mean like just starting out, and everyone was like, "Wow, that one pilot was pretty cool, guys." And I remember it was kind of like I kind of found it like a scandal in my opinion, because like they showed the pilot, right, and then that year on YouTube they had the pilot out and they made the Kickstarter, and the Kickstarter was for like 800,000. I think it made 800,000, or was it 80,000? I think it was like that amount. And I remember people were like, damn, when we're gonna get the show? When we're gonna get the show? And that year in Comic Con, Federator had their little football panel, and I got to see the first 2 episodes of Being Puppet Cat before backers did.
That's funny. Also terrible.
And backers didn't even get to see the show a whole year later. So I
Oh,
saw it
really?
years
That's
back,
awful. That's
and I was
actually
like,
awful.
whoa. And me and my friend was like, this is insane. Like, how we got this? We didn't even pay this shit for this show, and we got to see it for the backers. And they're telling us like, oh, these shows take like 8 months to make, and I was like, Bravest Warriors take 8 months to make? Really?
I'm sure
They make Adventure Time episodes. This is the same time. This is the same year Adventure Time was pumping out episodes weekly. Like,
it's true.
Yeah.
But that's because
Like, here's the thing. Federator wanted to do something where they would like be completely independent and like be completely funded by people in order to make an animation studio online. But like, here's the thing: you just can't do it. It's just something that can't be done.
And, I thought for a second that they could, because I was like, when they had the little YouTube channel where they had Bravest Warriors on it, I used to watch their stuff there, and I was like, this is kind of nice.
Yeah, I did. I actually liked Bravest Warriors.
I liked Bravest Warriors, but then
I like the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, I dig it. It got the Adventure Time problem where they started getting big brain.
Yep, and shows like that, please stop getting big brain. It's like, you're not.
That's
That's what the channel was called. Cartoon Hangover was kind of cool. I liked it. They just aired cartoons made by smaller people, independent stuff. And at first, that's what it was. But then it just became a 100 facts about said cartoon and Bravest Warrior channel. They immediately stopped giving a fuck about any other independent creators.
Yeah, I had to subscribe from them at a certain point because it was basically like terrible Robot Chicken sketches too. Those were terrible.
Yeah, like there was one show that I thought was kind of entertaining. It was called Super Fuckers.
Super Fuckers ruled, man.
Dumb as shit. The opening's just hilarious. And it was on Cartoon Hangover, and at the time they still had other stuff there. But the moment Being Puppet Cat came along, that's when I noticed the network was just going. Just the channel became like a network. The channel stopped being like, it stopped feeling like it was something made by the people for the people. And that's
here's the thing. It's this problem like with anime. Like, this is a problem with modern animation as a whole, because there's one of the biggest problems with modern animation is like 3 big things. Number 1 is like nepotism. That's a serious problem in modern stuff. It's not like the old days where it was like, okay, Gindi did something amazing, he gets his own show. and then Craig did something amazing. Then Craig got his own show. They all kind of started out together and then branched out. No, this is like, hey, I worked on this show and I worked with these people. Can you get me my own show now? It's not really done on merit or, people doing that. It's literally
because
who do you know now? Because
Puppycat and Various Warriors, the names behind the shows and who they're friends with, of course they're friends with people like Rebecca Sugar, Pennington Ward, and people like that. And I was like, not a shocker. Not a shocker.
Yeah, because you got people like I said, it's not so much that you can't all start together and then branch out. It's that you're literally just giving people shows who in the industry, and you get shows like you get shows that just don't last long, and like a good example is like a lot of the modern Cartoon Network lineup.
Yeah, they got
that
a lot
all
of
came that like almost every show now I think has been canceled.
Yeah.
Or is it going on anymore? They thought that that OKKO was gonna be their next big hit show, like the new face of the network.
That had like
the
dude got canceled hard.
Yeah, it got canceled. But I mean, he
got canceled. He got canceled by the people in the industry.
Yeah, I will say he was still able to get his last episode out. Like he was smart enough to at least have a final episode just in case. Like I think he knew, and he was able to get out a final episode.
He knew, but here's the thing. OKKO was again, like I said, it was hyped up to be the next
it was very
next
hyped
big
up.
show, the next Adventure Time, the next Steven Universe.
With the shorts, when it was just shorts and they were done by other studios, and even Studio Yoda did one of the shorts, people were very ready and looking forward for this cartoon.
I was too. I actually think the original pilot looked good.
Yeah, I thought early on the show was actually not that bad. But then here's the thing. Here's the problem. It was just every other
loud
show out
bouncy,
there. It had no
action show.
Yeah, it had no.
The character felt different in the pilot. I'll say that's one thing I'll say. Like
that too. They felt different in the pilot, and it's like the pilot. It was not what I expected. It was very different from the pilot. I was like, eh. And then at one point, in my opinion, I was like, this is just references the Cartoon Network show.
Yeah, that's my other problem.
Like, haha, guys, get it, Klaus. I'm not a fan of references and Easter eggs as big as some people are, because I'm just like, because at the end of the day, sometimes it's just really there just for fluff. It's just really there just for the viewer to go, I get it. I saw Cloud. We had a whole episode on Cloud. Do you get it? I was like, yes, I get it. Oh, yeah, the Captain Planet episode. Oh, congratulations. Oh, look in the background. He also drew Kill la Kill in there, both characters. I'm like,
wow.
Okay, that's great. That's great. But like he like do something interesting or original or funny.
People were jacking. I remember people were saying the OKKO crossover they had with Ben 10 and the others was the best Cartoon Network crossover, just because they made like Cartoon Network Town like canon or whatever, and I was like, nah, that crossover was cringe. It was cringe.
No.
One of the worst Cartoon Network crossovers I've ever seen.
And when they tried to when it said like, let's get like Ben 10, he said he's gonna turn into every hero in Cartoon Network history, and then he's about to punch this guy or whatever, and then he turns into like every major
single one of them, and the one that lands the punch is Finn. He turns to Finn to land the punch, and I was like,
I mean, I can kind of get that because
Finn was the start of this generation, and I was like,
not even that. Like Finn was kind of the big mascot for Cartoon Network.
Oh yeah.
Years.
Yeah, I will give them that.
The choice made sense. My problem is the story, because it's just like, so this guy with a magic pen, who's turning cats into stone. He failed to get the worst version of Ben 10. He failed to get Teen Titans Go Raven, and he failed to get Garnet. But he took out my boy Jack. He took out my boy.
Yeah, man. What the fuck is that?
Took out my boy, excuse me. He took out like the best. He took out the Powerpuff Girls. He took out Kid Next Door. He took it like the whole organization. He took out Grimm. The Grim Reaper.
The best Cartoon Network crossover in my personal opinion,
Mhm.
was anything to do with Codename Kids Next Door and Grim Adventures of
That's
Billy and
true.
Mandy.
That's true.
Because what made it funny is they
Those are
made
great.
it canon that they're in the same universe.
Yeah, that
Like
was
it's
hilarious.
like there are numerous times where they say like, yeah,
Even in the
we're in the
movie,
same universe,
I don't know if you
and then
remember the
like
one
in
movie where Grim lost his Reaper powers and he had to do a trial to get it again. And it's like, so who's the substitute Reaper for now? And it was number 3, and I was like, what? It was
and
I
then
remember
like when
that.
they were and then they like fought like Moonman, and then like he said, "You guys smell cheese," and he said, and then like it cut to like the moon base, and you saw
Yeah.
the Sector V played video game. It's like, hey, and number 2 was like, "Hey man, it wasn't me,"
Hilarious.
and that was awesome. And then apparently Ed Nettie is canon in the universe too, because he's like, call the kids next door. They're cheap.
Yeah.
I busted out laughing.
Those, I used to love Cartoon Network crossovers because I don't think the last good one they had was Ben 10 and Jimmy Rex. That was the last good crossover they had. I remember they did do Uncle Grandpa and Steve Universe. I do remember that. That was
That was when I thought that's when I kind of liked, because I was a huge Steven Universe fan.
I
At the
like that
time,
one.
me
I
too.
actually like that one. It was just so retarded.
I liked it because I also didn't mind Uncle Grandpa as much as some people did. At first, I was like, yeah, but then I watched something. I was like, it's just I.
Yeah, like
It's
the
just
best
I.
parts.
Sometimes it's
the be-
wholesome.
The best parts of Uncle Grandpa were like Mr. Gus and Pizza Steve.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were like
Yeah.
the best parts. And when like Uncle Grandpa, actually had a plot that made sense, he wasn't that bad either.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes, Uncle Grandpa was the one show where around that time is like I stopped immediately judging cartoons immediately. I mean, I still do, but I at least make an attempt to give them a chance. Because I remember when Clarence dropped, I didn't care much for Clarence. When I watched it though, I was like, oh, there are some good episodes here. I love the chemistry between the trio. They're not always stuck in their like 2D roles at times, and sometimes they switch it around. And I just thought it was an all right show. And then it got replaced by Craig of the Creek, where everyone is one dimensional and it's just boring.
That
Yeah,
no one's
like-
ever described that show to me where it sounds like it seems good. It's like, oh, there's black people. I'm like, oh.
There's blind people. I've seen
Yeah.
the whole first season, and all I can say is it's really boring. I mean, like
and it's messed
Really boring.
up because like I saw the first episode and I thought this is actually a pretty fun concept.
it's okay, right? It's like they went to the woods the first
Yeah,
episode.
like
they went to
it reminded
sewers,
me
like-
of Recess, where it's like they got like these kids with their like own kind of rules and their
Yeah,
own kind
yeah.
of kingdom and hierarchy
But that was
and
my
like
problem.
lore. And I'm like, yeah, I can dig this. I can dig with this.
Yeah, but my problem with it eventually when it came to like it's one thing I noticed that because I was talking to my brother, and I think someone on Twitter was arguing this too, where it's just like I noticed like compared to older cartoons, Craig of the Creek is a problem I have with some other cartoons where there's like zero conflict. Now when I say conflict, it doesn't have to be like anything big or major, but I mean like just conflict, right?
Yeah.
Like you said with Recess, they had many groups, but in Recess, the cliques and groups they had conflict between each other a lot, and that's what kept the show interesting. It's like, oh, here come the kindergartners messing with the big kids. It was a lot of conflict.
You
And
had
Craig of the-
you had King Bob and the Ashleys and all those.
yeah, with Craig of the Creek, I'm just bored. All the kids
Yeah.
kind of really do get along, and the conflict you get out of some of the kids be the most minimal thing. Is like, haha, I think I'm better than you. But it doesn't really. It's never even harsh either. It's not even like
It doesn't-
being a
It
harsh
doesn't have
thing.
any
It's just
teeth.
Like,
It
yeah, no
doesn't.
teeth.
Like modern
So a lot
Pokemon
of-
problem.
Yeah, because like one
Like-
episode I
like-
saw, they were trying to catch a vegetable leaf, and it was an animal. That was it. That's the whole episode. I was like, this is boring. This is boring.
Yeah,
is
and I
weird.
remember I have the same problem with like Rise of TMNT, where it's like I was super bored because like the turtles, they're so one dimensional and one note. And they're pretty
One-dimensional,
much the same
uh,
character.
Very
And, like-
together, no conflict between them either.
Yeah.
It's just like
they're just kind of casually hanging out, and I'm like, here's what I mean. In the new TMNT, the closest thing we see to them arguing is like I can't even think of anything really.
I can't think anything either. It's like
Like,
'cause I just think
but
new
like,
cartoons
but
they don't
like,
have, like you said, teeth. It's like Beach City. All the
go,
TV Beach City is so tame.
like,
Conflict
go,
arises
like,
from monsters.
go back to the 2003 TMNT show, and there's the Battle Nexus, and I
Oh man,
remember
Battle Nexus.
where Michelangelo beats Raphael because like he
Yep.
plays onto his anger, and he's like, and he
Mikey
annoys
Clark,
him and
yeah.
stuff like that, and then like Raphael's eliminated by Mikey, and he can't believe it, and then like Raphael has a legit mental breakdown, and he's
Yeah,
going to this random guy, and he's like,
and it's
what if
rude because
Mikey?
like Mikey's your
It's
brother.
like,
Be nice.
what if Mikey wins? You know, he'll never let me live this down. You don't understand.
And
I
Mikey
won't
won't.
be able to live with myself. And he starts smashing a guy into the wall, and he passes out because he smashes him so hard.
And I love
That's
that.
funny.
You know? I'm like cartoons, and I'm not saying all modern cartoons, but mostly just on Cartoon Network as I see it. Mostly that network alone. It's just like there's just so much zero conflict between anything that happens with the characters and the setting. It's like when I looking back at SpongeBob, there's not a day that goes by in Bikini Bottom someone ain't starting shit. It's not a day
Yeah.
in Bikini Bottom someone isn't going off. There wasn't a day in Chowder or Flapjack somebody wasn't being a dick and causing problems for people.
Yeah, because like
I watch these new shows and it's just like everyone's kind of very chill. Conflict arises from an outside party, a very outside party. It's like that doesn't even matter.
And like here's something I learned back in film class. If you have a story and you don't have conflict, then you don't have a story. If you don't have conflict of any kind, you don't have a story.
Yeah.
It is just stuff happening.
And exactly why, at best, only thing people can say about Craig Creek is black.
They're black kids.
I don't remember anyone
there.
highlighting a
sister's
specific
gay.
episode. Right?
That's the things I hear about. I'm like, oh, okay, that's.
But like,
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
His sister's gay. That happens?
Like you'll do that for Craig of the Creek, but you'll completely ignore Kids Next Door, where number 5 ended up becoming probably the best character in the entire show.
Oh, yeah.
She started off as just the character who would barely talk.
Her cake episode alone is still to this day memorable.
Well, even like when she didn't talk, she was like had more personality than Garnet. Like when she talked, the rare time she talked, well, because it's Cree Summer, she rolls.
Real talk, she was second in command. Like,
they confirmed it. They confirmed it like in the show. She's basically second in command, and like she's and it's actually there's actually like a bit of lore to that, and she's got a bit of depth to her character because she actually doesn't want to be leader because it's something that happened a long time ago that made her really that made her very afraid of taking up the role of leadership. So she was like, yeah, number one, I can't be leader. I can't be leader because I'll be second in command. I got your back. But I can't be leader. And even in the finale, he's like, man, you got to do this. You're better than me at it. And it's like, it makes you reflect on the series, and you're like, yeah. And then the more I watched the old, like, cause I during this whole COVID thing, I watched all of Kids Next Door again in my spare time. Nice. Yeah, it was awesome. And I realized as time went on, we saw more and more of number 5, and she was basically like the second main. I mean, everyone got a fair share, obviously.
Good focus episodes. Everyone had their.
But a good focus of the episodes did eventually just go to number 5 because she was such a great character.
Right.
Okay, what was with that one? Hold on, let's go. You watched it recently. What was up with that one where like the fat kid she's been like fighting the whole time, like throughout multiple episodes, turned out to be like a girl or something like that?
Yeah, that was like that was like one of the few episodes I thought, Okay, that's just really fucking stupid.
Yeah, what was it
Yeah,
with
that was-
that? What was some of, I didn't get it, and then they became
Yeah.
friends at the end. I was like, what?
I
Huh?
forgot about
It's
that.
apparently
Oh, wow.
apparently a long time ago. Heinrich or Henrietta, whatever. She apparently got some curse that happened that took away her beauty, which is why she turned into a
What?
fat kid.
What?
and then apparently like so and in order to break the spell, she like Heinrich had to share his candy in order to break the spell. And
Okay.
that was apparently like his quote unquote redemption arc. And I'm like, the fuck? It's just so fucking stupid. And like never and like what like I'm like, what the fuck? It's like it's what it like it's like I get it because like they're trying to like wrap that up because like there was always implied like, oh my god, I still hate you, number 5, for what you did to me back in Guatemala, and that apparently was what happened in Guatemala.
Wow.
Like she got cursed, and I'm like, it was funnier when we didn't know.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
just like,
But,
I
like,
remember being like,
That's
what?
just weird. You know what's funny though? One episode I still love to this day was when number 2 turns out to a teenager, and my man, my dude was out here. With
You
number
got
5.
Cree, dude.
Yo, that episode
That-
was pure Chad energy. I love that episode to this day. My man, I was like, yo, number 2, you the guy. You're the guy for that, bro.
I mean,
was
to
like,
be
my hat
fair, the dude was skinny and pretty good looking. for
Yo,
a teenager.
I did not expect that. When he got zapped and he turned to that, I said, what? Man had his hair on the side. I said, oh, okay. And the hat, tall as shit. I was like, he's taller than Cree.
That's also funny too. Like they both are by Cree Summers, and they named the sister Cree.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she play. And what I love about that is Cree Summer's so good that you forget that even though they sound very similar, and because they're sisters and stuff, you forget that they're played by the same person.
I
So
do.
when she's like, I hate you, Abby. Cree, please don't do this. I'm like, oh shit, this is literally like they're played by the same person.
Yeah.
Cree Summer is an amazing voice actress. She really
Yeah.
is.
Yes.
I
yes.
really especially like her when she's a bad guy. It's the best to me.
Yeah. I'll never forget. Like, it's crazy how Kid Next Door was one of the cartoons that always blew my mind. Like per season, there was always a twist somewhere. It was like when I found out that some of the teenagers weren't even decommissioned and were undercover. That blew my mind as a kid. I sat there thinking for days, like, I can't believe it. That
And then,
one
like-
kid who's always fucking with them was undercover. I was just like, what?
And then I like that one scene near the end where number 5 is like walking down the street and she's looking around and everything's gray and stuff, and then she sees one kid light up and like put her finger on her nose and it's like, oh, okay, there's something deeper going on, and that was pretty cool. I like that.
Kid Next Door
Seriously, number 5 is like the coolest character in Kids Next Door.
Yeah, it's funny because people like I remember people shipped her with number 1, and I was like, I get it, but to me, I was like, nah, they're just she's like would be the best wingman to number 1. She is the best wingman,
Yeah.
like a sister.
I honestly just thought she was gay the whole time when I was a kid.
I mean, that
I
makes
believe it.
sense,
I
but then
believe it.
like you remember Maurice, and she's like, oh, she has a crush on Maurice, and I'm like, oh,
Oh,
yeah, that's right.
But like, something that surprised me is apparently, if you go back and watch it, she and number 2 were a thing.
That's the thing I didn't get to. I still remember that ending. I was just like, oh, okay, you had to shift them together because he was into her sister.
Like,
Did she ever think about that? What?
Number 2, Hoagie said, "Listen, if I can't listen, this option number 2." He clapped his hands.
It's number 2, yeah.
Option
Yeah,
number
like,
2.
hey, man, I can't. Yeah, I could. Yeah, man. Your sister ain't down, but hey.
That eyes. I got the
But like,
smart.
yeah,
I got the
I
move.
watched. Like I said, I rewatched it, and there are like a few moments that hint at it.
Yeah.
But like, I'm like, eh.
And then you had
I
number
mean,
2.
it's not
Oh,
bad.
okay.
It's not like it ruins anything. It's just
It does.
kind
It does. It's there, but they
it's
don't
just
focus on
there.
it.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not like I'm not
Better-
mad about it because they didn't like they didn't do like a Naruto and take all the take an hour of the day and like tell us like, hey, here, look at how great Hinata and Naruto Naruto is. I'm like, oh, they're okay. I guess.
That's what number 3 and number 4 was there for. That's what they were there for. Number 3 and number 4 was there for us to go a little kids.
Yeah,
Go,
you're like, oh yeah,
okay.
that was the one. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, like the same thing. It was the same thing with Robin and Starfire and Teen Titans. It was like, yeah, they're just it's obvious.
They were kind of boring in that. I don't understand people who say like that's the one that they think it's like, oh, they think of when they think of like how much they like those two together. Like, really, the comic one blows out of the water.
What was her name? The one operative. She was always lap. Was it 362? No.
It was number 86.
86, and she had a crush on I think number 1, or was it?
Okay,
Wait,
can we
talking about
one thing I do want to talk about?
Redhead. Yeah, 86.
That's she seemed a lot. The girlfriend that number 1 had, she was the worst thing. Every time she was in an episode, it's like, oh no,
the fat girl.
oh no,
yeah, Lizzie.
She was the worst.
Dude, I swear to God, dude,
it's like, bruh, it's just a bruh moment every time she's on
dude,
screen.
did you guys ever watch the Galactic Kids Next Door pilot?
Yeah.
I think I did.
The storyboard, right? It's only
yeah. But when I saw that, when I saw that reveal, I was like, holy shit! Oh, like I was then I like, because again, I rewatched the entire series over again, and I'm thinking that's actually pretty fucking clever.
Yes,
that actually kind of makes sense.
Cartoon Network, they can. Okay, they can if they want to.
They don't. They don't want to because they don't want to pay them actual money because like he's like a veteran by this point.
Yeah.
They have to pay big boy prices to get him to come in.
They bought back Jack.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing though. The fact that it's sorry. No, you can go.
I was just gonna say like that's like the whole reason why they don't like all those people that like who've done successful work from them. Or like, like they didn't get Penn Ward back. They didn't get JG Quintel. They just they can't afford them anymore. So they'll go to like HBO or something.
Because again, there's just so much freaking nepotism now.
Yeah.
And
that's just the baggage that comes with being in a parent company. You're not the most important if you're not the most important arm of your company, you're of course gonna get don't spend that much on that.
I will say, HBO probably would be the better option for Kenizo to come back, since
like he said, if it was to come back, it would definitely be more mature.
Yeah,
because
Might
if you've seen like Galactic Kids Next Door, the storyboard,
what's happening?
The fact that Lizzie is revealed to be this high-ranking alien secret agent.
Yeah.
And the first thing number 3 said, and I busted out laughing the first time I heard it. She was like, "Holy fuck!" And it's just, I was like, "Yeah, man!" Like that was that.
Warner Brothers should do it because I'm all down for Kenizo just to come back, man. Like, bro.
Guys, I'll be right back. I gotta take away. I'll be right back.
Right.
Okay.
Because I'm just like, Warner Brothers gave Infinity Train the go for part 3. Because the thing is, I heard Infinity Train season 2 didn't even actually air on the network. It was only on the app. Since I forgot what her name was, she got fired not too long ago. She was the one running our Cartoon Network for the last couple of years.
Oh yeah,
hardest to just make everything on the app, and it's like you're killing the network to substitute everything on the app, and it was just annoying. Catch early episodes on the app, catch this on the app. It's like, bruh.
Yeah, I don't have cable. I haven't had cable in like years, so I really don't know. Anytime I see something, it's gonna be like a Netflix or something like that, or one of those type of things.
I haven't had cable in years either, but I'm just like for the few kids who still have cable and stuff, it's like, what's the point in putting it on the CN app? Just air it on TV. Watch it.
It does seem annoying, those weird ways they would air like Steven Universe. Like I don't get what the deal is with Steven Universe. Like with that.
Every episode aired. Well, not like season 3 and onward. I think was like catch episodes Like
One
days
through
early on the app. Like days
Here's
early?
like
like,
here's the thing with Steven Universe. They did the Steven bomb things.
Yeah,
Where they
That's what I
would-
mean. That's what I mean. Like, yeah, they do those weird, like, just like, here's 5 episodes. I'm like, what?
5 episodes in
Here's
like 1 week. It's like
5 episodes, but like 4 of them is
4
for
of them are
filler.
filler, and 1 moves the plot. Catch you guys in the next months. It's like 6 months between waiting. Holy.
You don't want to watch an episode where, you know, one dude acted like Alex Jones for an episode?
Oh my god, yeah.
That was the worst
Yeah.
one. I was like, oh man, I can't. That's where I stopped watching. I was like, oh man, you're just gonna just dick around with me.
I honestly can't believe I
Um,
finished the whole series, man.
I didn't do
Sometimes I end up like
I dropped
dragging
it.
through it and go, oh boy, it's at the end.
I dropped the show hard when they revealed
That was smart.
when
Pink
they revealed Pink Diamond was
Rose.
Rose Quartz.
Y'all
But
smart.
like here's the thing.
Go on.
They said Pink Diamond was Rose Quartz, but like what Steven said after Pearl revealed everything to Sapphire, when he said, "Oh, I get it," she was trying to do the right thing. No.
No.
She started a war because she was fucking bored. I'm like,
Warden.
no, don't do this.
Warden.
And then like,
Because they explain later on that she legit thought faking her death would have them leave Earth alone. And I was like,
What?
her sisters wouldn't listen to her. So she jumps to the extreme? I was just like, why would you think faking your death would make them leave the planet alone? Why would
and here's the thing. Why even lie about your identity? Not only do you have people who are already extremely loyal to you, but wouldn't your sisters would probably understand it and be like, yeah, we'll just leave Earth alone. Because they say Earth overall is not really something they want. It's just, hell, if anything, faking your own death pretty much ensured it was going to be destroyed, because now they want to destroy it out of spite.
And that's the flaw. I feel like she didn't try. I feel like she tried to talk to them once to tell her to buzz off because they think of her as a little annoying sister. And she's like, fine, now I'll just kill myself. It's like, why is that the jump? Why is that the leap in logic? You didn't even try. Because at the end of the day, all Steven did was, hey, listen, it's wrong. And they were like, you know what? I think this little ass kid is right.
There was somebody who made a fucking meme. I forget, it was a long time ago. He said, and they tried to do like Mr. Mac. He's like, okay, drawing Earth is not okay. Okay. It could kill everybody on the planet. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then that's basically what Steven does, is like, yeah, don't
Steven
destroy the
Universe
planet.
is the only Cartoon Network hero I know that saved his world with a comeback. He's the only hero I know.
What? Excuse me, what?
He legit saved the world with a no you. I'm not even like joking. Like I'm not
he said,
joking.
like
He
he's
beat
like
out
he like
no you, like line for line.
he went like when they were fighting Yellow and Blue Diamond. These are two villains they built up the entire show as ultra super powerful, and he's like, we're family. Stop this. And so they're like, okay.
Yellow Blue stop. Yeah. He convinces
and like,
easily, which I'm like, okay, Blue is the most emotional, so I can see him convincing her easily. Yellow got convinced after her and Blue like scuffled for 30 seconds, and she starts crying. She's like, I don't want Angus to be this way. I'm just living up to White's expectations. I was like, no, you didn't. You took pleasure. You take pleasure in destroying gems. I saw your face all those other times. Get the fuck out of here.
no.
And then they go to White, and Steven's like, we just need to talk to her. And White's power is she could mind control any gem like a puppet, like a puppet. So she blasts Yellow and Blue Diamond and controls them like puppets. Blasts all Steven's friends. So Steven and Connie are left in front of her presence, and she's like, "Okay, Pink Diamond, stop playing these games." Pulls out Steven's gem, which nearly kills him. And instead of like showing the actual the light form of Pink or Rose, it shows the light form of Steven answering the age-old question: is Steven his mom or not? No, Steven is Steven. Yada yada. White throws a tantrum. She's like, no, this ain't supposed to be how it's not. This is not how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be pink and not rose, not this, Steven. Why are you acting like a child? Steven rubs his hands together, clears his throat, looks up into the sky, looks her dead in the eye, and says, I am a child. What's your excuse? She got embarrassed. She grew pink, and that's how Steven stopped White Diamond.
Yeah, it's really fucking stupid.
Absolutely, bruh. I was taken aback. I was like, I can't believe this worked. I can't believe this actually worked. He embarrassed her. That's all it took. Because when she got embarrassed, it showed that she wasn't perfect. And then Steven said, it's not okay. It's okay. Nobody's perfect. And she's like, okay, I will try not being perfect. And I was like, excuse me? And then she just dismantles decades, centuries of armies and stuff.
Not even centuries, quite possibly if possible millions of years.
Yeah, you're right. Probably millions of years, and she just dismantled it all.
And here's the worst part: they're still technically the most powerful gems powerful things in the universe, as far as we know. So at the end of the day, they're not really they're still in a position of absolute power.
Yeah, if Steven dies,
they
just go back to the old ways.
But
anyway.
but they promised not to do it. Okay.
Yeah, they promised. And you know what? I should step back. Steven is the strongest because when he turns to penis Steven, he's the strongest Steven.
Chad Steven?
Toxic masculinity, Steven.
Toxic masculinity. Is that what like I've seen like people do those like memes where people are actually just girls are like unironically horny for that. I've seen
this
I've seen the
man really turned into a giant pink dragon and was so powerful that white nor blue nor yellow's powers worked on him. And I was like, so he is the strongest gem then. Like what the fuck?
How I don't even understand. You know something funny? Somebody actually made like a little comic, right?
Yeah.
Where Connie and him are like at a college party, right? Because they're like they're like older now.
Yeah.
And Steven goes and like a guy's like coming on to Connie and making her feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And Steven like grows into like
that's
Chad
Steven. No, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and like people, and I was like, this is a better written scenario than I've seen from the actual show.
Yeah,
because I think I would love to see like Steven like turn into this buff Chad. Buff Chad dude, whenever he's fucking mad or whenever he wants to assert dominance. But he's like,
Steven Universe.
That's the best way to go, really, honestly.
I think people love Steven Universe, hate Steven Universe Future, because how butchered every character was, especially Steven. Even I, who don't like Steven Universe, I was like, you murdered this boy. Steven is an annoying optimist to the point where I'm disgusted about how his you actually saved the universe. But the way they butchered this boy, the fact all the way up to the point where he actually killed a person, I was like, what the fuck is this?
He killed somebody?
He killed Jasper.
But he brought her back. So
he shattered her, and I mean shattered her with his bare power, with his bare fist.
And he tries to make up so many excuses to sound like, oh well, I've been through so much. I'm so tortured. I'm so fucked up. But you literally achieved universal galaxy world peace,
right?
Literally by just saying you.
The problem with that
though,
is because while I say fucking to Steven, I don't say fucking to the rest of the cast because these niggas, these gems, they didn't do shit to help Steven. It got to the point where when he was literally glowing, big and pink, his eye is a different shape for fuck's sakes, and they're like, well, Steven, if you say you're okay, then I guess we accept that. And I was like, you're not that ass right now, right? These are the same crystal gems that run to this boy's aid anytime he's in danger, and they're just gonna ignore the obvious signs here. Greg as well. What the?
Greg. That's when they like. How do you fuck up Greg? Greg was the only character I consistently liked.
This man, Greg, literally looked Steven in the eye in one episode of Steven Future and said, "You had a better childhood than me." I couldn't believe someone wrote that. I couldn't believe someone wrote Greg saying that to his son. And Greg has seen and known every adventure Steven has been on so far, and he looked his son in the eye and said, "You had a better life than me because you were free to do whatever you want." And I was like, who
I mean,
character assassination.
like to an extent, I kind of get what they're going for, but Greg would never say that.
That's what I'm saying. I get what they're doing, but Greg would never say that. Like it's like no, Greg.
Like you're trying,
has
like you're
worries over
trying
Steven.
to. I think like to an extent, I understand because like Greg, people don't realize that Greg sacrificed a lot for Steven.
He does.
Sacrificed a lot.
Oh, you're a little bit low.
He literally lived in his van. People
Great.
forget this. He literally lived in his van because all of the money and expenses that he had literally went to Steven's personal little house.
Yep, but you know
Why
what?
did they do that? Why does he not live there then?
Oh, he's rich now.
I remember
I
he did
mean-
get rich like for a little bit, and he was like, then he used all the money on like a hotel that one episode.
No, he
Oh, no, he's still
still
rich.
had a ton of money left.
And
He's
Okay.
still
in the
rich.
future, he's still touring.
Like remember, he had like $10 million.
Yeah, like he
He
doesn't
if,
buy anything.
and if his jingle is still being used, he probably still has
A lot of money.
probably has money coming in. So
Yeah.
like, yeah,
And one
he
episode in the
said-
future, he literally runs from, and that's why it bothers me, right? Steven is at the hospital. This is the big scene everyone kept sharing about the whole PTSD thing, where Connie's mom's like, "You have PTSD." so non
This scene
about it.
right
It's like,
here. Oh, that was a great copy pasta, by the way.
yeah, that was great.
And what happens is Greg, he was like, I think a state away. He stopped exactly what he was doing. He was on tour. He came immediately when he heard what was happening to Steven. And then the very next episode is the same Greg who's like, well, you had a better childhood. And I was like, how did you fuck his cats up in between episodes? Like, this man zoomed, God knows where the fuck he was to see his son. And they just hit me with like, they made it seem like Slim, you said, remember how you brought up how Greg lives in the van because of expenses and stuff like that, right? They made it seem like Greg did it for a choice. Like the way he's telling Steven about all, he's like, yeah, I'm just chose to live in a van. I was like, what? And then they try to, first of all, they try to make me believe that Greg has never once took Steven to a hospital before. And I was like,
Nah,
what?
like he wouldn't. Like remember, this is a guy who said
Greg wasn't.
Greg
wasn't
had
wasting on his phone, though.
Greg had boundaries. Remember when he said he couldn't, basically Steven couldn't leave planet with Pearl or whatever.
Yeah.
And he couldn't do certain things. Greg was Greg was a decent parent.
He's not
He
the
was a
best, but
good
he was
parent.
a decent dad who tried his best. Like
With an alien, with a half alien son.
and my thing is, like, I'm like, you really told me Greg never took Steven to the doctor once, and I'm just calling bullshit because Greg was friends with his mom.
What's up, Salem?
Hey,
man.
what's going on?
What's up?
Sorry I'm so late. Just had a bunch of shit going on.
Nah, that's fine.
Yeah, this is kind of like just an after party. We've never gone up this long on a stream.
We're just floating about.
Yeah.
Well, hey, now I just showed up, so the party just started.
Oh.
but yeah, it's just like it really bothered me how Steven's future they took every chance they could to butcher every character. So because the story it only works because Steven is isolated. The only reason Steven went down a slippery slope mentally was because he was isolated. Every character was busy and he had no one to talk to. I was like, this is dumb.
You wanna know something interesting?
What?
In that little PTSD episode, if you notice, Salem, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry, there was
Sorry.
something going on in the background. My bad.
Okay.
No, that's cool. But like, here's the thing, like, Steven in the more I think about it, Steven, what'd you just say? Steven did what?
Oh, being isolated, and that's the only reason he fell to a mental distress.
Yeah, like here's the thing. If you notice something about that PTSD episode, they said this is them realizing that Steven hasn't been through shit since season 3, because season 3 onward, he basically gets whatever he wants just by talking people down.
Here,
So when
I know I came in late, but catch me up to speed. What are we talking about right now?
Talking about like
Universe.
Steven Universe and how like they had the whole PTSD thing because it's like because the other day because I made that retweet where I was like listing a bunch of cartoons because some guy was like no older cartoon like
I think that's Kevin Williams, the guy who does like the
Roundtable.
guy who does the round table, yeah. But like here's the thing, like in that
No, the cartoon is just thought provoking or something like that, and I'm just
yeah,
like, but
not only is that bullshit, but like here's the thing, like if you watch that episode, all the quote unquote PTSD stuff happened. You only see flat clips from the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, and some of those stuff
actually,
some of those clips they use were slapstick. So I'm like, you're contributing slapstick to his mental health. What? So that time he comically fell, that actually damaged him. You can't do that. That's cheap. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, like that. I mean, like that doesn't make any. Like it doesn't make any. You can't address this in the last season of the show.
Right? We're talking about season 1 slapsticks of Steven like bumping his head comically, and 5 seasons later, it's like, yo, Steven, did you know that attributed to the multiple fractures in your skull? And I'm like, what?
Yeah, they heal super quickly, and I'm like, okay, it's cool that Steven has a Wolverine healing factor, and I get that, and he's super resilient, but you can't use it for something seriously 5 seasons down the line.
Right. And it's like, oh, Steven, you
underestimate the power of poor writing.
Poor writing, yes. Because it's funny because some guy
writing really is the main thing. They didn't plan out shit.
Because when the guy said there are 0 shows from the previous Cartoon Network generations that provoke as much thought, some guy was like, all right, but like, you know, shows like Teen Titans had a whole episode where Robin was like nearly schizophrenic. Like that man was tripping balls, seeing Slade everywhere. And it's like, well, what about that? And the guy's like, well, back then we didn't know it was PTSD. We just thought his ass was crazy. Today's shows will blatantly say, dude, you have PTSD. And I was like, so it's not thought provoking then, because the show blatantly just told me what it was. I'm like, you just admitted to exactly why shows like modern Cartoon Network shows aren't thought provoking in the slightest.
Because they talk down to kids. They don't actually.
Right? Why do they think Steven Universe still goes to the trouble of not trying to get people to not believe fusion isn't sex? They went hard on those fusion dances and insinuating that fusion is, you know, kind of.
I'm pretty sure she said it in stuff too.
Yeah, and now it's like, no, guys, it's not sex. I was like, no.
Because then they have to deal with the fact that Pearl raped that lady.
Probably Garnet.
It wasn't rape. It was more like.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Tricking. It was more like tricking, which I guess isn't any better.
It's not any better. It's not.
It's not better, but
it's getting very uncomfortable.
Pearl went out of her way to trick Garnet into fusing her. She's like, yeah, just keep fusing me. Yeah, that's what you do. And then when Garnet found out, she's like, you whore. You thought. How could you? How could you do this to me?
Yeah, and then they just like
thought provoking.
With a picture of Steven Universe and Craig of the Creek. Ah, yes, Craig. Very thought-provoking stuff right there. I wonder who took those vegetables in that one episode. Man,
like if you look at the modern Cartoon Network lineup, like I think like a good chunk of those shows are canceled. I think Victor and Valentino I think is canceled.
Yeah, Victor got
canceled. What is that?
It's Mexican Gravity Falls. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I'm blatantly honest about it.
It really is just Mexican Gravity Falls,
but with more annoying characters. Like I mean, like their voices are annoying. The main characters are annoying.
Because they always like hire their best friends to do the voices. It's terrible.
Like one of them talks like this, and I was like, all right. You see, like Sumo talk like that in Craig of the Creek. Not Craig, Clarence, but like he wasn't that annoying. Like this kid.
Like
he runs his mouth all day. He just talks nonstop. And I'm like,
you know something that surprised me. Jeff from Clarence. The squarehead.
Yeah.
Voiced by Tom Kenny.
Jeff is Tom Kenny? That normal sounding kid? The square? Wow. He sounds so.
I think I heard that somewhere. I think I'm pretty sure like Jeff is voiced by Tom Kenny.
Man, that's
Tom
it's
Kenny
kind of
is
weird that
is
Tom
like
Kenny's voice sounding normal is the weird part, but not his voice sounding like SpongeBob a lot of times. Wow, what the?
Like even as when he plays the penguin, he still sounds like SpongeBob.
Yeah,
He still
Yeah.
he sounds like SpongeBob doing a penguin impression.
he's in this show I like called Nico and the Sword of Light. He plays as this like little rat guy, and it's like yes, I can still hear the SpongeBob in there. It's like
I mean like
It's not a bad
Tom
thing.
Kenny,
I like it.
it's not bad. It's
Tom-
not bad. It's like
Tom Kenny is like the goat. Like and when you talk about probably like the modern Mel Blanc, it's Tom Kenny.
Yeah, and it's probably due to the fact that everyone has heard Tom Kenny's voice for like years, so it's really not hard to go, oh, that's Tom Kenny. So it's like it's also that just how infamous his voice is. So it's like
it is.
it's like
Yeah,
you're Tom Kenny, bro.
like one of my favorite voices he did, in my opinion, like one of his best roles that I think is underappreciated was when he played Raimundo in Shaolin Showdown.
Oh my god,
That is him. Oh my
I didn't know
god.
that.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah. You.
I haven't
yeah.
seen that since I haven't seen that since the 2000s.
Wow.
Like I watched that I watched that show too recently, and it is still so fucking good.
That
It
was
is so
something that I was really surprised that Tom Kenny voiced.
Hmm.
The park ranger in Brickleberry.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
he did. Okay, that one I do remember. I always wipe Brickleberry off my memory slate because I can't stand that show.
Yeah. I hate Modern Family
That-
Guy clones.
That Brickleberry took away something from me very precious and dear. It took away Moonbeam City, and Moonbeam City at the time was the only thing I watched on Comedy Central because it was fucking hilarious. And
You didn't watch you stopped watching South Park?
no, actually I did, and it wasn't like out of like anything. I just did. Sometimes it's this thing where I would
Yeah.
watch the show and just stop.
Yeah, that's pretty much how to describe.
Just zone out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. It's not like ending against the show. It's not like I saw a bad episode previously. I could watch a good episode, but then I'll just stop. It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that with like One Piece. Like people were just like always like,
Yeah,
"Oh, why'd you stop watching?" I was like, just
It happens.
it's been like 1,000 chapters, man."
Yeah, I'm good.
And like the filler's not bad, but like I would
Because I did go back into South Park like a couple years after Moonbeam City did get canceled, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm back to South Park now. Just happens, you know.
Especially with those type of shows, you can just kind of pop in and pop out.
Pop in.
Ironically, Comedy Central is pushing all this bullshit that South Park, probably still their most popular show,
South
is
Park
making fun of them for.
South Park is holding like Comedy Central up. Like if Comedy Central is like the world and South Park is Atlas right now. The moment South Park leaves, Comedy Central is done. They have no other good programming anymore. It's kind of sad.
I think
Dude,
they
South
recently
South Park is the life support of Comedy
Yeah.
Central. Like if
Yeah.
you look at the income that the other shows bring in,
A
it's
lot.
like night and day compared to South Park.
Because last year, I think they did really good last year. They had their games, their season. They're doing the whole cancel South Park thing, which was like, I think it was like a.
backfired. The fuck.
I think they actually wanted to get themselves. I think they want to move on. I think the creators want to move on.
I think like South Park is one of the most important shows on television right now. Still, it shows that when you're honest and upfront with your comedy, and you're not bowing down to these people, you can they're just not afraid. They don't give a fuck. But this isn't anything. This isn't anything new. This isn't like they're doing this like to be part of the mainstream or whatever.
Yeah,
they've been doing this for years,
they've been making fun of
decades.
everyone. South Park is the one show that makes fun of everyone. Everyone,
And, like-
themselves included. Themselves included.
Like I remember, like Stan, like I think Stan and Kyle still represent the two creators, and Stan gets made fun of a lot. Stan gets made fun of a fucking lot.
He's been a simp. He's been
He's been a simp since the first episode.
Sometimes they make fun of how close he is to his dad. Where sometimes they are kind of close. Randy
then,
Marsh
like,
is still my favorite. Randy's just the best.
It's kind of funny when you watch the earlier scenes. It's not that important at all.
Yeah, he's not. But like, oh man, like Randy now, this man just gets
like
me.
Randy's been funny for a long. I remember when they did the episode where he was trying to save the kids because the seniors wanted to get their licenses back, and he said, "Run, get off the streets!" Everyone was looking about all crazy, but then he said, "Old people are driving." Everyone bucked.
Yeah, I'm telling
He's
you.
like, and then he goes to Gerald, and he's like, "Where are the kids?" I don't know. I think they're playing street hockey. Oh my god!
when any South Park does the whole "oh my god," it just the simple cues and tropes they always have just gets me all the time.
Because they do like the most standard, just like if like a played serious movie did it.
Right.
That's what they do right there.
I remember there was one episode where Randy, I think Whole Foods opened up, and Randy did not want to donate money. And the guy would, every time Randy would come, he would just shame him. He's like, "Okay, well, you can just get your change from that cardboard cutout of the hungry girl." And he goes to reach for it. He's like, "Yeah, she's really holding on to that change tight. Just put your foot on her face and really pull hard." And he's pulling hard, and people are just watching him. And he's just shaming Randy every time he walks in. even when Randy did donate, he came in and donated $1. And the guy pressed the button his alarm. He said, "Wow, you donated $1 whole." And he just keeps like, here's your t-shirt for donating $1 whole. He just puts it on Randy, not even correctly too. So Randy just sitting there, everyone's looking at him, no one's clapping. He's just like, $1 whole. Let's put you on the wall of everyone who donated $1 whole. And he was the only one on the wall. And he's like, "Fuck you guys." And I just kept fucking with him, and I was like, man, that shit just had me. I was just like, just weak. They treated him like shit.
Man,
I really do miss South Park. In the age where like every adult cartoon right now is either a Rick and Morty or Family Guy clone, it's like it's painful.
Nah, every adult show is either trying to be Rick and Morty, Family Guy, or they're trying to be BoJack Horseman.
Yeah, because I've seen Star Trek Discovery. Pain. I saw an episode of that basketball show cartoon. Pain. There's this weird show on Hulu about a knight, and it's made out like it's kind of like stop motion a little bit. Pain. It's all trash. It's all cringe, and it hurts to watch. And I'm just like, please stop. Just please stop. All of it needs to stop. I remember when Big Mouth first came out, I was like, this is Pain.
This is garbage.
Oh, yeah, that was like Pain. The first joke just made me eye roll so hard. They were like,
I roll.
There's the part where she's they're like, it's like the guy lists off a bunch of reasons why the wage gap doesn't exist, and the girl's just like, it's like, "Oh, yo, shut up! Your dad's like a car salesman." I'm like, okay,
Okay.
That's a comeback.
Good job. Good job, if you ask me. And then like it's like when I saw penises playing basketball, I was like, you know what? I think I'm enough. I think I'm good. This show, I don't need Adventure Training 4. I just saw human-sized penises playing basketball, and one of them skeeted on the other one. So I'm gonna just head out.
Yeah, I don't.
Lots of words.
Rick and Morty is a great example of this idea of the minute, because this is a problem that I had with Adventure Time too. because and Steven Universe, ironically too, is
It's-
when
it's-
a show realizes how much influence that it has, and it tries to pretend like it has to say something or
yes,
be
yeah,
be relevant
talking
or
about.
like
yeah.
be stuff like that. It in my opinion, it will inevitably get
Because I don't know
terrible.
about you guys, but the episode that really drove that home for me and Rick and Morty was it was when Beth found out that her childhood friend was trapped in this imaginary world this whole
Yeah.
time. And then at the end of the
Yeah.
episode, Rick gives the most nepotistic, the most
Oh, you're always a
speech for
special
her.
Beth.
Yeah. People who are special,
You're
you're special because you can control what you want because you know some bullshit like that. I was like, this.
he basically said, you're a sociopath, but that also means you're a genius. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And I was like, yo, Dan Harmon, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Don't ever
Like,
talk
I
about
think-
ever again.
I think the reason Rick and Morty season 3 onwards sucks so badly
so bad.
is
Season
because
two is just-
one reason only. Rick and Morty started believing their own BS.
Yes, they did.
Right?
Oh my god, they did.
Really
The
did.
first two
They didn't
seasons
do it. They didn't do that.
was literally them. It was clearly just them fucking around. It wasn't meant to be taken seriously.
And you
Then
know
people
what?
actually took it
I
seriously.
think the first strike was when they fucked their own Earth, ran to another Earth, and took their place. That's kind of honestly where it all began. That was the first sign of this show taking itself a little bit too seriously. Like when Rick tried to kill himself because his female planet spore species didn't love him or something like that. And I was like,
Yeah, man, this is
I
fucking.
don't give a fuck. You're sad. You're a piece of shit.
This is fun. Like what? Like this is Rick we're talking about.
Like a little bitch trying to kill
Fucking
himself.
Rick, man. Man, stop, man. Don't be a fucking simp, man.
This
Get
man
your
out
ass
here,
on
he
somewhere,
killed
man.
people like with no emotion. He's done so much terrible shit, and this is what it takes to kill himself. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
damn.
mean, I can see him being petty
Yeah.
and for her leaving and stuff, but I can't see him being depressed over shit like that.
Literally almost evaporate himself to dust. And the only reason he didn't die because he put his head down to cry and the laser missed. And I was like, okay.
Like the episode for me that like I liked season 2, but like in the first episode of season 3, but like one of the things I hated was like, and this attributed because at the end of the day, in season 3, Dan Harmon hired 2 new writers.
That's what happened.
This is going.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I'm not saying this. I'm not calling these 2 out because they're women. I'm calling them out because they're hacks. They're hacks. Literally, one wrote like one who wrote the Pickle Rick episode, which is one of the worst episodes in the entire series, by the way.
Wait, which episode is this?
It's a Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick episode.
Can you
It's one
believe
of
they
the
turned into
worst-
pickle?
It was the funniest shit I ever saw.
Exactly. It's right there.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing: they literally had a character make a self-insert and try to give some pseudo intellectual look into Rick's character, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah, that ending
and
part.
like that was so it was
Well,
so
it-
pretentious and cringy. I was like,
cringy because she owned Rick, and I was like, so this is the one time Rick just gets owned, the one time he doesn't have a comeback, the one time he doesn't shut someone down. Okay.
and even then, like, it just felt like she tried to justify getting a psychology degree and wanted to show off. Oh my god, I understand Rick's character. No, Rick is just a sociopath.
Yeah, he
That's
is.
all. He's just a sociopath. He wants to be the smartest guy in the room. He's a sociopath. He knows what he's doing is wrong. He doesn't care what he's doing is wrong. He's just an asshole. That's what makes him funny.
But
and then,
no,
like-
I'd be pretentious about it.
And then they turn Jerry into
Into the meanest scum.
like they try to make Jerry out to be this horrible, terrible, like the lowest and even
The
though
lowest.
I kind of liked Jerry in the first 2 seasons because he was a great contrast to Rick.
Yeah.
He wasn't smart, but he was very self-aware, and he wasn't wrong
also-
about Rick. He was when he says
he was also very kind-hearted. I'm sorry to interrupt. I just had to put
yeah.
that
no,
in.
he was
He
kind
was
of
a normal
right.
guy. He was necessary.
But then he turned into a full fucking villain. And like, to be, if I'm honest, they turned into a villain.
No, not even a villain. More like just a jackass in season
Yeah.
3. Like he had, like I said, first 2 seasons he wasn't smart. He was kind of a doofus, but he wasn't like a complete idiot. And he was at least somewhat likable and stuff. It felt like this season tried really hard to make him seem like the worst kind of person in order to make Beth look better. And ironically enough, Beth in the 3rd season was terrible. Like they wrote her so terribly that they had to.
She left
they
her
had
friends
to-
still, so that's a terrible person.
They literally did the ultimate taboo and literally rewrote her entire character just because they fucked her up so badly. They literally said, hey, you either want to have your mind wiped or you want to have a clone take your place. Which one did they end up doing? I think they had the actual clone take her place.
I don't know. I actually stopped watching that episode.
I can't remember. I think it was the clone. It was just so.
It was
Like,
so stupid.
I was so bored, like most of those episodes, the new episodes. I don't remember most of them. I remember
Dude,
picking Rick in that one, and that's
Last
about it for the season.
episode I kind of enjoyed was the one with the superheroes, and that was it. And I was like, oh, okay.
I didn't like that
Even
one.
then, I
It
was like,
it just seemed so pointless.
It was a
Like,
pointless
it just,
episode.
like-
No, wait.
I'm glad it was pointless.
The last one I
because-
saw was the Rick City or whatever. It was
And it was
Yeah.
and ironically that one had nothing to do with Rick or Morty. It was just all these other characters, and I thought it was pretty good.
man.
That's
Um,
all right. I still just think there wasn't like a good season. That episode, like from the episodes I saw, I
Yeah.
don't think there was a good episode.
It's just
and
like
now, like, the only time people bring up Rick and Morty, in my opinion, like, it gets like a lot of attention is when they have stuff that has nothing to do with the actual show.
yep.
Like when you see like music videos and like you see like these other studios do things with Rick and Morty, like
Last
the
time I heard
samurai
of Rick
thing.
and Morty was like that Japanese studio did some short that I still did
Like
not
it was
watch.
supposed to be Lone Wolf and Cub,
I still
and
Yeah, I
they
still haven't
did
seen
that. And then
I
they
haven't waited
had
so
the
much, I
they had
just
the
watched it.
they had the Run the Jewels music video.
I saw
That
that
was pretty
one.
dope. That was
That was
fucking
cool.
dope, man.
Yeah, I like that one. That's supposed more me just liking Run the Jewels.
Yeah,
It's
like but like everything else to do with the actual show, I don't see people hype for it. It's just something that
Because you also got to
kinda
remember
bled.
Dan also made his new Alien show, which is just a reskin of Rick and Morty.
No, that wasn't Dan. That's not Dan Harmon. That's the other one.
Oh, fuck, what's his name?
The Star Trek one.
Justin Roiland. Justin Roiland made the new
The
show.
other unfunny one.
Justin Roiland is okay.
I don't know. I haven't.
I mean,
he just
Dan
hasn't,
Harmon is a good writer. He's a good writer and he's a fun dude. It's just that his
He's not being crazy.
politics. It's just that his politics and his mindset get in the way a lot.
Yeah.
And he's a lot like Mark Wade, where he's done some good stuff. The guy is legitimately
I could agree to
talented
that.
dude.
Yeah.
But
just,
like he's just such an asshole. I'm sorry. He's just
Big
such a
ass.
fucking
You know, it's funny because I remember
asshole.
I didn't see that video of Dan Harmon going nuts until like late, and I was like, "Ooh, this man's just rambling. What the fuck is he saying?"
Are we talking about the clip where he says that a third of America are Nazis?
Yeah.
Whole
That was
third.
during a panel, right? That was during a panel for Rick and Morty, was it not?
I don't think
Yeah.
I was a panel for Rick and Morty.
I thought it
I
was a
think it
panel
was
because I
just
saw
like a
Rick and Morty in
thing.
the background. That's why I was like, talk about your show. I was just like I would have been the one person in the crowd like, talk about your show.
No, we're talking about politics. Go.
Nobody cares. Talk about Rick and Morty. Is Evil Morty real?
Scream
Just-
pickled Rick. Anything but that.
Funniest
I
shit.
want my
I've ever seen.
Szechuan Mulan sauce that
You promised.
apparently
Precisely.
that's apparently not that honest to God, not even that good.
It's not.
I don't
Oh,
remember
no,
this
you-
at all.
No,
I was like,
you take that back. That sauce is incredible.
I don't know. I also kind of find it to be Like, it's not bad. I just thought.
It's not bad. It's just not. It's not.
Like my brother
it's
came
not
home
worth
from McDonald's
throwing.
that day. He said, "Here."
It's not throwing a
dip.
riot. It's not worth throwing a riot over.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of things are running over, man.
I don't
Like,
know,
those guys
guys.
are railing.
Didn't you hear the news stories news stories that came out? Apparently, all the riots were all over the fact that they couldn't contain their excitement that they couldn't get the Szechuan sauce.
That's really what it's been about. That's
Yeah,
really-
exactly. See,
Yeah.
we just really wanted our Szechuan sauce, and the Illuminati said that we're not allowed to have it. So how else do you expect people to react?
We must make our own now.
Yes,
The hard way. Yeah, but yeah,
with the blood of our
I,
enemies.
I'm just imagining that one scene from Willy Wonka where people are just really trying hard not to get the find the golden tickets in the chocolate bars. He's like,
yeah.
I keep having these dreams, Doctor, and then the Saint Peter whispered in my ear about where the golden ticket is. And what did he say? What does it matter? It's just a
What did
figment
he
of my
say?
imagination. Damn it, man! What did he say about the ticket is? And then the woman said, and then the guy said, he said, what do they want? Like, whatever they want. I just want my husband back. And what's your last case of Wagama? And she sits down and thinks about it. She's like, didn't you hear me? Your husband's life for your last case of Wagama. She's like, how much time will they give me to think it over?
It's funny because like the only other adult cartoon show I'm watching right now, well, waiting for it at least to come back, is Final Space. Not a lot of other adult cartoons I'm watching.
I couldn't get into Final Space.
Season one is
Man.
definitely hit
I
or
definitely
miss.
thought it was like a mobile game at first when it was like shown off on Twitter.
It
It
does got
sounds
that
like a
little-
mobile game.
I mean, it's a nice title. It is a nice title. I could use that for a movie.
Yeah.
Final
Yeah.
Space, the final one. It's
I
it's
mean,
a
I'm
nice
mad.
title.
I didn't come up with it. That's the main thing, really.
And its main problem with season one was a lot of people did have was the main character. They're like Gary, who's very very erratic, very annoying. And I remember the thing I like about it because Owen, the guy who made the show, he did hear the feedback. I remember when the season one ended, he was like, I heard a lot of the feedback. I'm gonna try, and going forward, not to make him as annoying. I just thought it would be funny. I guess not even liked it. Season two rolled out and very less erratic than like season one. This man's bouncing off the walls. He's yap 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 yap. Season two, he's way more calm, and I was like, oh, he listened to feedback. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it for me anyway. I didn't know it was a tonal issue for me. I didn't know if it wanted to take itself. I didn't know. I really didn't know if it wanted to take itself seriously. If it wanted to take so it either took itself not seriously enough, and then it suddenly took itself too seriously, in my opinion.
Yeah, I could agree because the tonal whiplash, it does happen because like it gets there's a lot of dumb moments. The Harry does some dumb shit. There's a lot of humor, and then it literally gets to some really sad shit. You're like, whoa, that's fucking sad.
And then let me give you and then some stuff just doesn't make any sense. Like if he's supposed to be a prisoner on a ship alone in space, and
I still question that.
but
to this
like.
day. I don't know how or why anyone would put someone as a prisoner in a lone ship by themselves with no one to guard but robots.
Like, wouldn't it make more like? Why not just put him in a normal prison?
I don't know.
It just didn't make any sense.
It's definitely the biggest question I still have to this day. I was like, so why did they put him in a prison ship by himself? And he's cool with the AI too, so
It's not, and it's like all he has to do is like do some chore. Like he could probably like escape with no problem with like. There's it's
He's
just
an
so
idiot.
weird.
It sounds like you're describing Mr. Science Theater 3000.
I don't like. It's just really weird. I don't know. That's just
no, it's understandable though.
It just wasn't my thing. I don't think it's terrible, but it just wasn't my thing.
Understandable. The season one is definitely a really hit or miss for some folks. It's like Tony Whiplash and Gary.
Yeah.
Hello, Gary.
Yeah, I will say like shows that like recently now. Speaking of shows that got better, season 2 of Gravity Falls was not Gravity Falls. Glitch Text was super good.
Oh yeah, season 2 was much better. Much better.
I think they had a way better idea of what they were wanting to do that show to be.
The side characters actually got stuff to do. That was nice to see.
Yeah, like I actually like Mitch now.
Mitch, he grew on me. That dusty ass bastard grew on me.
I know, and they got a better haircut too. So it's like I was like, oh, he's cool now.
They got cleaned up. I was really surprised. They actually made an episode of Pong very fucking good. I was like, all right, so how are they gonna do Pong?
That was like the best episode.
Not only we got a really cool super speed sequence, we also got actual character moments, and I was like, this is a Pong episode about Pong? Damn, pretty good.
Hey, what's the show about? Like general show about?
It's basically like they're like IT support, but they go places. And there's like glitches there they got to deal with, and like like basically these glitches are pretty much like these things that'll like take over controls of like a video game character or a video game scenario.
Yeah,
and they got to complete it to
so like, say you're playing Street Fighter, a glitch would happen in your console, and it will say it possesses Akuma. So Akuma will come in real life, and now it's like, oh shit, there's Akuma. Now Akuma will still act as if he's in his programming, so he won't act any differently around our scenarios. He won't like see something and go, wow, what is this? What is that? No, he's just gonna be Akuma and fuck shit up. And then that's when they call in the glitch techs, who are like pretty much Men in Black, but gaming.
Oh, so it's like Ghostbusters with video game characters.
That's the best way to describe it actually, because they even
Ghostbusters and Men in Black, because they also do the whole memory wipe thing. That's why.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They wipe people's memory after they finish the job and they leave.
It's in that kind of camp though. Like they're pretty much their kids with their kids with a date after school job, but they never actually go to school. I don't swear there's never been an episode.
There's no school.
That's the best thing about it too. I'm like, oh, it's like they don't go to school. Great.
Yeah, it's a simple show. There's no super major overarching story yet.
Okay.
It seems like next to this little next one we're gonna have it. I am worried.
I don't mean to cut in, but I gotta get going because I gotta get up early in the morning. But hey, Slim, I wish you a very happy birthday. And next time I'll try to get in a little earlier. I just I was dealing with other stuff today, so I was kind of running all over the place.
No, it's cool, dude. You guys still want to keep going, or you want to just go till it's over? Or are you guys good?
Probably go and call it. It's like 10:30 now for me.
Yeah, it's 11 over here. 26.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10:30 for.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. All right. So I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
All right. Catch you later. Happy birthday, man.
You have a good one, Slim. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Catch y'all later.
Later.